United Adventure Company presents, in its third and final season, Welcome Home. Taking our adventurers to strange new lands. Introducing new foes and enemies. Revisiting the ancient homelands. Battling remembered monsters. Even the ones within ourselves. Our heroes find themselves in a new city, towers, and wonder. The forces of balance once again charge forth towards our heroes. Our heroes rise to meet them on the battlefield. Who shall conquer all? Who lays a finger on the scales of balance? Find out this and more on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/United Adventure Company. Yep, I think that's how we do it. Yeah, it looks like that's how we do it. I think that's how we're doing it. Yep. Hey everybody. I'm Jackal Crossing, and hopefully we're live and you can hear us tonight. If somebody wants to give me an audio check out there, let us know if you can hear us. We're good. All right, I get a big thumbs up. Nothing broken this week yet. Knock on wood. Give it time, right? Yes, yet is the operative word. Thanks for tuning in tonight, joining us for Welcome Home Season 3, Episode 5. This is going to be a lot of fun. So glad that you could join us and be a part of the show tonight. Tell us what you like, what you want to see more of in the chat and in the Discord. Click the link down in the description to join the Discord today and hang out with all of us and all the other folks in the channel that love all the things that we play and other players for other games. Also, that's where you're going to find out about all of the holiday specials that we have coming up over the next couple of months. In the United States, Thanksgiving is coming up, as well as the day of gifting, the season of gifting, and all of the winter celebrations that we have throughout the lands. So we'll be doing some special games for those sessions. It looks like we have a poll up on our YouTube channel. It looks like Call of Cthulhu was winning the last time I checked, which is about 2 minutes ago. So looks like our Thanksgiving game. It's in the community tab. So if you look on our YouTube page and click the community tab, you'll find a poll has been listed. And right now we're polling to see what you would like us to play for our Thanksgiving holiday special. And I believe that Call of Cthulhu is currently in the lead by 1 vote. Yep. Math am hard. It's okay. Math am hard. Somebody must have just voted. Thanks for clicking that vote button while you're in. Well, you're not the only one that can run weird. I know how to do it too. No, we'll figure it out. But while y'all are in the habit of clicking buttons out there in YouTube land, go ahead, click that thumbs up, tell us that you like this video, and click the subscribe button if you haven't already to see your name in lights across the screen right now. Click that subscribe button and become not so famous, but we'll love you anyway. And what else? What else? How is that even possible?
Yeah, we are definitely muted.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you want me to go take a pee-poo?
I'm just saying you have time to.
Are you now?
I'm just trying to find the community tab.
Are you pee-pooing now?
The community tab, you've got to
I would hope not.
You go to the channel. You go to the United Venture Company channel.
Okay.
Diamond says that did it.
And then it'll say community.
Yeah, video live.
I see.
playlist.
Okay.
Strange.
I can hear you now.
Sherry says she can hear us now.
I'll bring y'all up just a little bit. Cool. I don't know what happened. Not sure what that was all about, but hey, we got it sorted out. They weren't saying anything important anyway.
Never.
No.
No.
I do have a weird game that I need to run. I like to probably try to run it before I go off to Thanksgiving.
Okay. It doesn't have to be on Thanksgiving, so.
Yeah.
Well,
it's one that we recently test played.
Thanksgiving, so.
We recently test played it, and it's turned out to be really fun. It's a one shot. It lasted roughly 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
So about 6 hours for our group. Yeah, makes sense.
No, I made it for our group. So
Oh.
if it was any other group, it'd be like 10 minutes and over.
Oh.
Awesome.
So it's role play heavy, is what you're saying.
Yeah, gotcha. Cool. Speaking of 10 minutes, we're about 10 minutes into the stream, and this is the point where we would like to thank our Patreon supporters. Thank you so much, Patreon supporters, for your generous contributions to the channel to help us grow and shine and do all the cool things like get art for the channel and music for the channel, overlays, games, all kinds of stuff. So thanks so much to Aaron, Nathan, Brain Fart, Two Wolf Design, and Lord
We have
Thorn.
a Patreon. We have a patron named Brain Fart.
No,
That would be amazing.
that would be amazing. If your username is Brain Fart, join our Patreon right now. It would be awesome to see you there. Y'all, this is off to a great start. We're gonna be kind of goofy tonight, it seems. That's okay. When are we not?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that all the cameras are in the right place. We did have a little issue with audio, but that's okay. We got that sorted.
Tis okay.
All right. Making sure everything is in the right places. Can y'all hear that?
Us?
Yes.
I probably
No, I
can't. I usually have a lot of things turned down. So
No,
Yeah.
I can't hear anything.
No.
Strange. It says I'm sharing my computer sound. I can't believe y'all can't hear that.
Yeah, it says you are, but I don't hear it.
Diamond says the stream can hear music. So
I hear what sounds like ground moves off in the distance, but it could just possibly be my headset.
Still nothing, huh? Strange.
You're strange.
Well, we'll go anyway. The stream can hear it. Doesn't matter. That's our newest track released by Tabletop Audio, so shout out to Tabletop Audio for tonight's music. This one's called Tavern Celebration. As our heroes have returned to Fort Brata, also known as Fago, the conquered fort of shipbuilding of airships for the what used to be the Order of the Sacred Grove, has now been disbanded somewhat and kind of defunct as their capital city has been ransacked by a up-and-coming junior god of the world, Malar, who is a god of lycanthropy, who is kind of running amok, trying to take over the world right now. The players had fled from Karnagother as it began to fall,
We
rescuing the
didn't
children.
flee.
You did.
Yes,
No.
no, we did. We said, we're winning. Let's go.
It was a tactical retreat.
It was a mistake because, you know, the less bad guys they have to have in an army, the better for us. And if we're there to kill many of them, we should do it.
Hmm.
Well, you did have a
The
shipload
party
full
was
of
dead.
children.
We did.
Yes, we were winning with a shipload full of children.
We were winning while we got the shipload of children.
Well, and then somebody died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right as the healer got to Toox, there was that critical failure of a death save, and Toox didn't.
Healer.
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
Well,
that-
I guess healer. Everything tonight is just air quotes around everybody because, you know,
Yes.
heroes, healer, good guys.
Healing, turning them to undead monsters.
Dead.
Big difference.
Well, while Toox was dead, of course, took a little trip to the Shadowfell to keep trying to share that audio. It's not working. While in the afterlife, on the boat, while the rest of the party is trying to figure out what to do, keep the children safe, and flee Karangother as it falls in the distance, Toox has a little visit with the Raven Queen, who happens to be on the Shadow Plane. Raven Queen tells Toox she is ready, but will take convincing. She's strong, but her will is not yet devoted fully to him. She still questions his motives. We have an opportunity to pull her back. When you awaken, travel west to the swamps of Lalandi. There you will find a passage to her. In the darkest night, in the darkest corner of the swamp, there lies a doorway. Bring her home and be blessed with the gift of the shadow. If you cannot, surely you will then be cursed by the same. Hurry, Toox, you haven't much time before his grip on her tightens and we're all doomed by his rule. Take this as a gift, as it will let you in and aid you in your journey. She touches your forehead. At the moment she does, you awaken and you have this sense of healing that you've learned something new. You can't quite put your finger on what it is just yet, but you know that it'll be there when you need it. You just have that faith.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
If I'm waking up and looking at him, go, we need to go to da 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 da.
And the rest of you, Mother Sushin is standing there about to perform the ceremony and bring Toox back to life. As Toox awakens, startling all of you, including Mother Sushin, for she wasn't finished yet.
I told you he was faking it.
Well, that was quicker than usual. And you seem to be in a little bit better shape than usual as well. How do you feel? Do you feel nauseous? Is your head spinning?
No, we need to go to this place. Now I say the name of it. I can't remember what
I assume Vale would be familiar with the swamps. Is that accurate?
When he says the name, all of you recognize the name of the city, Lalandi. It's a place that you had talked about once before. And actually was in season 1. If you think back to the hot chocolate shipments that you were supposed to go get hot cocoa for, Lalandi was the name of the port in which you were supposed to sail to. That's why you would remember it.
Okay.
So Vale would remember it, nobody else. 'Cause I don't think anybody else technically was there.
Well, Matches would probably know it from his travels. Amaranth would know it because it's near her old town and where she spent a lot of time up on the north side. And I would say that Toox has probably heard of it. It's not an insignificant city.
Yeah. And I give them, and then I go, and I was told to go here, do this, and she won't go over to him.
You assume that
Why do gods have to be cryptic? I'm guessing Malar.
Oh. Interesting. Why would she want to go to Malar after having been in the Shadow Plane?
In the glory of the Raven Queen. And I roll my eyes.
It's a dwarf. What can you expect?
Very odd.
But she said I have something which I'll, when needed, it will be there. I'm like, okay.
Well, how far away is this?
It's not far from where you all are, actually.
But we need to get rid of the kids and stuff first, or do we get off and send the kids on?
Well, I don't even know how to say this because Matches would definitely not say this, but we could leave the airship so that... God, what's his name? Who was flying the airship for us?
Neris.
Yeah,
So
Neris.
Neris and his people could use it to help keep this area defended,
Yeah.
and we can
The-
travel on foot. That's just some guy in the back. And the Matches looks at him and goes, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah. Look at him, go, hey, Matches, can Neris drop us? And then we go, and then he goes on and drop the kids off?
Well, y'all are pretty much already.
I mean, I thought we had already made it to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
you've pretty much made it there.
Okay.
Can you ping on the map where we're at and where we're supposed to go?
Yeah, you all are supposed to go to the purple pingy thingy, and y'all are up here at the orange pingy thingy.
Ah, okay.
We have to have some method of getting there. The teleportation only works if you've been there before.
Right. If like if we go there, I can get us somewhere else, but I can't get us there.
You could get us back once we are
I
there.
can get us back, yes.
I can too.
Well, we need some sort of way to get there. And I don't know about y'all. Rather, being on the airship is rather inconspicuous, but we need to be a little bit more stealthy than that.
Vale, where's your ship?
Yeah, so I would like to send a message to Will Weitzel and ask what his current location is.
Yeah. Will Weitzel.
How close are you to Wooden?
Wooden? Would
Yeah,
be straight south of, is a port city south of us.
straight south of us, yeah.
Let's see how far that is. How long would it take him to get there? He's adrift in the Sea of Loath at the moment.
Okay.
It's 260-ish miles.
So how long would it take him to get to Wooden?
Favorable winds, about 10 days.
How long would it take us to get to Wooden on foot?
Or another question, can you teleport us straight to him?
Ooh. I have been on the boat before.
Mm-hmm.
Game mechanic question. I have been on the boat. It says I can teleport to anywhere that I've ever been.
Yeah. Teleportation is doesn't have to be a static place, I don't think.
Yeah.
I believe we were able to teleport back to the airship, and it wasn't exactly where it was when I left it at one point.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
That is true.
We were allowed to do that, so...
So it would stand to reason that this would be no different. The location is the boat, wherever that boat is.
All right, everybody, when do we want to leave?
I'll point this out just so you all know. He's in the Sea of Loath on the south side. It's about 300 miles to
Yeah.
Lalandi,
Yeah.
and about 350 to the swamps.
Okay.
You are currently about the same distance from the swamps. So,
Yes, but it would take us a lot longer because we're not taking the airship.
yeah.
Well, the airship could take us and drop us off. As long as we don't
Yeah.
get too close to give away that we're there. Given we're just going there to see if we can find the Dwarven Princess, correct? It's not like we expect the enemy to be there. Though they
Always
seem to be
the
everywhere.
enemy to be there.
I mean, the airship could drop us off north of Landy on that coast if we wanted to make it quicker. But is he doing repairs? Is that why he's afloat?
No, that's always been a water ship.
Right. Well, okay.
It's my merchant vessel that's for hire.
Was
so-
it damaged in the fight?
Don't think so. I don't think he was there.
Oh, okay. I thought they
He's-
loaded
he's
the.
He's always been kind of on a loop, going from
Yeah.
place to place.
Okay.
Bring
I
it
thought we
in
said
tow.
something about him loading up like lady, what's her face, and a lot of the higher ups from the city or
He could
something.
do that for us. He absolutely did that for us. But that was a while ago.
Well, that was at the fight. He, you had messaged Marshall,
Mhm.
and he said that Will Whitesell had gotten him on the ship. So you don't know where he was, though. Was Will in harbor? Did
Fair.
Marshall flee the city and meet Will somewhere on the coast? You don't know.
Fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it'd be just as easy to have the airship drop us off on the north of the city,
hmm
like that flat stretch there, somewhere along there, and we just go in by foot from there.
Like somewhere up in here. Hold on, yeah, somewhere.
On that northern flat edge of the coast.
As long
I
as
was
we're not
thinking maybe
expecting.
more up here even.
Is there anything in that city we need?
I've never been there.
Don't know. Your the vision you had was just talking about the swamps, correct? And we
Right.
don't expect the enemy to be there, so I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to be dropped off by the airship. I know I wouldn't really like to walk all that far. I'd like to be stealthy where it makes sense, but if the enemy isn't there, there's no reason to try to,
Well, that
sneak in.
is Northern Territory. So is it still technically enemy territory?
It's always been OSG.
Right.
However, right now they're covered up with fighting the forces of Malar.
Yeah.
What do you think, Matches? What should we do?
And is it going to be safe to be walking through that area with it being OSG land?
Well, of course, I think we should take the airship. Never mind that idiot in the back who's talking nonsense.
I mean, how useful is an airship going to be in the swamps?
Extremely useful. Have you?
As you're looking for a doorway.
Extremely useful. Have you ever walked through a swamp before?
Indeed. Got my fur all wet. Didn't like it.
Fine.
Or Matches would probably drown if we walked through the swamp.
Yeah, it might. The
Oh.
water might be deeper than him.
Mm.
Oh, he'll be fine. Matches don't listen to them.
I'm sure he has a way to put in a little rubber ducky around him or something to not sink.
You're all morons. When is the last time I've told you that? I should do it more often. We just came from a swamp where we got this collection of stinky, hairy-footed halflings. And
They
if
seem to
I
be-
remember correctly, it was me and my magics and my items that got us out of that nonsense. So you can all go take a flying.
I have no idea what you were talking about.
Oh,
And as best I can tell, these like little people that are walking around here, these, halflings or whatever, they seem to be cleaning the ship and taking care of things like, clearing out
Everything?
the bedpans and
That's because I
pouring
told them
food
to.
around and whatnot.
I mean,
Well,
Because I
is it any
told them
better
to.
than the 2 dwarves you keep in the bottle in your room?
Wait a second.
You never mind my dwarves in my bottle.
You have dwarves in a bottle in your bedroom.
We don't ask, and he
It's
doesn't
purely
tell.
experimentation.
Oh, okay. I see.
Just has to rub it the right way.
Oh,
All right, so taking the airship, then I take it at least that far, right?
Right.
Yep.
The normal conversations among this party.
Yes. Yes. Oh boy. Fun stuff. I just let you all have it though. It's always fun. All right.
Do you need to replenish anything on the ship before we go, Matches?
maybe we should get some fresh halflings. These are starting to smell worse.
Some fresh half. We can just hose them down.
Says the goblin.
You obviously have not understood Matches at all since you play. Matches is super clean.
Oh, I know.
He is modern.
He's an OCD clean
Yes.
goblin.
I
I know,
don't even-
but it's still just the normal response. Says the
It's an-
goblin.
How does it? I don't even smell them at all. Matches. What are you even talking about? I don't smell it at all.
I'm going to my room. I have books to read, and
And
it's
dwarves
about
with.
time to feed the dwarves.
I walk over. To
Feed
the
them.
closest, I walk over to the closest halfling and go. Just give a little face and go. He might be onto something there.
Well, clean them then.
I am not licking all of these halflings.
So Matches has dwarves in a bottle, and you
Yes.
lick halflings.
No, I said I'm not licking these halflings.
You say you're not looking at
Okay.
them all.
Mhm,
I mean,
that's exactly what he said.
before I met them, they kept an Ublex on board.
Ugh.
We did. We did.
This is true. This is all
You
true.
realize that you are all a mess. This
Talking
is
to
like
one
a
with like
smoldering-
dead armies.
I've been trying to get them to understand this for quite some time.
All right. Well, you know what? We need
Oh,
to just
boy.
get moving.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Well,
Before we derail the DM anymore.
So let's get some fresh water. Let's restock our ammo. Get some fresh food. Make sure we could switch out some crew to keep morale up. People
Yeah.
happy.
give some
You
of them
cared
shore
about
leave.
morale.
Mm-hmm. In the frozen snow.
Hey, it's shore leave.
that's right.
Yeah.
See that ice line over there, just at the edge of the fort? Yeah, don't go over there, guys. Just stay in the fort. Don't go
It's
over
over
there.
there.
Well,
It's over there.
There's a thing
a
in the
big-
there's water
it's a
there.
big
The thing's
fish.
in there,
You
and
really
it likes to
don't
try to
want
eat people.
big fish.
Oh, fascinating.
Maybe later you can meet the big fish.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Technically, it's
It's-
what he brought up.
Yeah. It doesn't work good trying to sneak it when we snuck in here. We kind of found the water, and it felt the vibrations, and
Yeah,
it didn't go very well.
No.
Well, that explains partially why the bunch of you ended up getting yourselves caught. And I had to come in here and help rescue you.
She said bunch of us, not all of us.
Yeah, one of us escaped and tried to bring a ship down a narrow.
One of us
I
ran like a
know.
goblin with his
You
tail
mean-
between his legs.
You mean
Yeah.
the one who actually survived and did that brought that ship back and saved their asses?
Oh yeah, you're.
As I
not-
recall, you were behind me.
Wow.
You did make-
You arrived after I had gotten there already.
Either way,
It's not either
You-
way. It's either
you
true
were
or
not-
it's false.
well, I was the one that got there first.
That is false because
No.
we were already there.
You got stuck in the mountains. You were floating around stuck in between the mountains.
No.
At
we
least
went
you didn't
above.
get yourself caught.
I'm
like
sorry.
these two.
I'm going to go back and watch that episode and prove you wrong.
Meanwhile,
Episode.
Is
You
the
all-
ship loaded while we're having our
y'all are
fun?
getting. It's going to take some time for that.
Vale just looks around to see if there's anybody watching, and he just shakes his head, going, "This is why we never get anything done."
You all have this conversation on the way into the tavern into the big house. There's not really a tavern here, but there's the large manor house, I guess, for lack of a better term. I don't really
Yeah, long
the big long
haul.
hall
Yeah.
house, yeah. And you all head into the tavern, and there's quite the ruckus about. you were curious what was taking so long with the ships, and having left this place unattended, there seems to be quite the fun time going on.
Mm. How so?
Oh, there's just groups of people just look like they've been in this tavern kind of setting that has been built out of the main Jeez, I'm having a blank night for words. What do you call the place where you eat?
Mess hall?
Yes. Thank you. They've converted the mess hall into somewhat of a tavern. Lots of barrels of ale and wine all stacked up and around. Folks look like they've been here for quite a while, actually, having fun.
Did we send dwarves up there to work on the ships or something?
There was a bunch of people that went up there to work.
Yeah.
A bunch, yeah.
I would like to look around and see if I can find someone that looks like they're in charge.
Aren't these your people? Wouldn't you know?
Well, I mean, I know that we sent a bunch of people up this way, but I don't know who, I don't know which version of cream has risen to the top.
Well, this seems like the place to send the riffraff, so by all means, go and find the leader of the riffraff.
Oh, I'm going to.
And about that time, a young woman passes by you with a tray of drinks. She says, excuse me, you're in my way. I need to get by you. Obviously, she has no clue who you are.
Well,
excuse me. Yes, excuse me, you, fuzzy one. I need you to please move. This is quite tight here.
I'm sorry. Where are you going?
Those men over there, they ordered these drinks, and they're quite unhappy if I'm late.
I'll tell you what. I'll take them for you.
Oh, that would be quite generous of you, stranger. Thank you.
I grab the tray and I walk over to the table. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm so sorry for your wait. Who had what?
And about that time, they don't even look up. It's about time you brought us our drinks. Obviously, they've been here quite a while, slurring their words. They're all the same, you moron.
About this time, a cocked and loaded crossbow goes against his temple.
Ow, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. Did you just call me a moron?
Well, that'd be the second time today.
there we go.
But who do you think you are? You can't come in here into this establishment doing this.
Do you have any idea who you're speaking to?
We'll stroll over. I'll stroll over there.
I'm gonna look at the waitress and I'm gonna say, who are these yahoos?
I'm going to find an empty table and sit down and look at the maps and start plotting our journey.
Right on.
And shake my head.
So, Amaranth, she says, I don't know, they say they're the ones that are responsible for us having this place, so, like the founders of this place or something, I don't know. People have come here from all over, and they've just been talking it up about how they drove the OSG out and took this place.
Does Vale hear any of this?
No, it's kind of ruckusy over there by you. And he's like, surely there's a mistake because this is our establishment. We set this establishment up several months ago. You must not have heard of us before.
No, I'm pretty sure you haven't heard of me and the rest of my party. We're the ones that are responsible for this being here, for you being here, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do say.
Yeah. Who do I have the honor of speaking to right now? Still, crossbow to his temple.
I'll tell you this, laddie. You got 5 seconds to put your crossbow away, or then you're going to meet who I really am.
You have 3 seconds before I release this bolt through your brain.
Please tell me one of them starts counting out loud so I can hear it.
Yes. I'm going to say probably both of them do. And he'll start with a 5, and Vale starts with a 3.
3.
On 2 or whatever. I'm just gonna hold out my wand of magic missiles and shoot that motherfucker with 2 missiles. And he's like, sit down and shut up! I'm trying to concentrate.
Fantastic.
2.
So who did you shoot?
Oh, the dumbass. Not
Okay.
Fail.
Yeah, which dumbass? There's a couple of them. No. You shoot the guy that Vale's. All right, cool. Yep. And the other 2 at the table. They react by just putting their hands up and go, hey, we don't want no trouble here, mister. Just put the crossbow away. I'm sure we can settle this.
No, I am not going to put the crossbow away. Your friend here was very rude. Your friend here is, well, he may be rude again in the future. I'm not sure what his current state is. He might recover. He might not. Here's the thing. Who the fuck are you? And why are you just sitting here wasting time? Do realize that we are in the battle for our lives and you're supposed to be building ships?
No, we're
Not.
here to help these people take a load off, and we're the band of Jimmies, and we just come.
What?
Surely you've heard of us, the band of Jimmies.
No. Have I ever heard of them?
No one's ever heard.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative. They gotta go.
The band of Jimmies. We're just here to help people have a good time, take the load off stress of work. It's just too much for people, so they deserve a break.
What's too much for me is this conversation. 18 to hit with the crossbow.
Yeah,
Just in the arm.
that'll hit him.
About to have a classic D&D barroom brawl.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Initiative.
Sure.
1 second.
Can I just
here.
turn around and pop him in the head with my pistol?
Sure.
Yeah. And it's gonna get just once that starts, it of course erupts into a melee of
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't actually cast that. I was
trying to read it.
from my
all
character
good.
sheet. Yeah.
It's 5 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
He screams, crossbow
It's
bolt in the
6.
arm.
And a pistol shot.
To the same one or the other one?
No, the same one. The others have their hands raised.
I'm just standing there with my arms crossed, just watching, looking very
Waiting for the new body to add to your army.
Waiting for the body count to rise.
Yeah.
disapprovingly, just like, what is it these boys are getting into now?
Yeah, and about the time the pistol goes off, then a tankard at the next table flies over and hits somebody else. And it just erupts into a melee of a barroom brawl. People everywhere, punching, shoving each other. It's pretty comical, actually. Matches, are you just watching all this unroll, or are you gonna?
Hell no, Matches has been cooped up inside his ship for a long time. I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna press a button on like one of the things on his chest, and these big mechanical spider legs come out of his backpack. He's gonna run up the wall, up
Nice.
towards the ceiling and the rafters, and just start blasting.
I started blasting. Right on.
Mhm.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Laughing maniacally the whole time.
Nice.
Very, very Invader Zim like.
Of course. Of course.
And
Nice.
of course, Leopold and Faustus are joining too. So Faustus shoots these little puffs, these little fire strikes, and well, you know what
Nice.
Leopold does.
Nice. Trying to find the right music for this, and I don't have anything. It's kind of sad.
Classic barroom brawl.
Yeah, I just don't have anything.
All right.
That's all right. That's all right. So the brawl goes on. People are starting to get into it pretty heavy. This might work. Yeah, that probably works. Have y'all been able to hear the music yet?
Nope.
Weird. I've started and stopped sharing so many times. I don't get it.
It's okay. Vale would like to jump across the table on all fours, slide into the chair next to the guy that he shot with the crossbow, and grab the back of his head and force his vision towards Matches, and say, "Do you see that? Do you see that short guy over there in the hat, in the really fancy hat?
The guy on the ceiling."
No, yeah, the guy on the ceiling. Yeah, the guy on the ceiling with the really fancy hat and the creepy spider legs out of his backpack. You see that guy?
Well, yeah.
Do you know who that guy is?
Some crazy goblin.
No. Well, yes,
but his shoes look nice.
That is
but
Admiral Professor Wilberforce Matches, Admiral of the Fleet for Karnengother and all of the realm. You're supposed to be building his boats. You're not building his boats. I don't care what Long John Silver Jimmy bullshit you think you're pulling here. You're supposed to be building boats, airships, so that we can kick the OSG's ass. And apparently now a god. So, unless you'd like me to shoot you again, I suggest you make your way back to wherever you're fucking supposed to be and start making boats.
Yeah. No problem, buddy. And about that time, Vale, you feel a chair just shatter on your back, and you get 4 points of bludgeoning damage as that crashes across you. Toox, you also you take a tankard to the back of the head. It was a thrown weapon, 2 points of damage.
I had moved out of the way. I am in the back corner with my arms crossed, disapprovingly watching
and not engaging
and staying the hell out of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Toox would turn around and pull Black Razor and go, "Okay, who threw that? My sword is hungry."
It's just a mad mob of people. So, the gentleman that you have by the scruff of the hair there, Vale. He grabs a whistle out of his pocket and he blows a really loud whistle. And everything stops. Everybody just stops. And he gets on the table. All right, boys and girls, that's enough fun for today. Let's get back to work. It seems we're in the presence of heroes or some shit. Apparently that one, pointing at Matches, is your new...
that motherfucker.
Is your new... Bro. Nobody told us they were coming.
Backhand? With his mouth?
So we'll get back to work so that we can go beat the OSG and whatever. It's whatever. Don't know what goes on around here. You just come in and try to boss people around. It's fine. Go back to work.
Oh, wow. You have to do some work, this poor baby.
Bill, I think you need to find that one's address.
Oh, I will definitely find that one's address.
When's the next twin moons?
I got a sock full of gold pieces we can beat his ass with.
Won't be necessary.
Vale got my reference.
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
Anyway.
Well, that was exciting. Nothing like a good old ballroom blitz to...
Imagine it's like, oh, I don't know what came over me. Let me get back down here and finish my research.
As Matches gets sat down back at the table, I look at him and I say, "Hey, Got a little something on your boots.
Well, son of a bitch.
There was nothing there.
Nice. Several of the people that were in the tavern, now a little more beaten and weary, start heading out the doors towards the shipyard. Couple of them glance back and look over their shoulders at you, and then kind of look at each other and keep walking. Like,
I do a little spin with my crossbow. Give him a little wink.
yeah, go ahead and roll a dex check on that. You're like plus 13 dex anyway, so
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Let me make sure of what I got here. Dex check.
you shoot yourself in the foot with a crossbow bolt.
Oof, that is a critical failure.
Is it seriously? And that is why we
Damn.
roll dice, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Damn.
You've got something on your foot.
Yeah,
My foot is stuck to the floor. Hold on a minute.
you shoot yourself in the foot, doing a little twirly thing.
I'm not bullshitting you. That went from a 19 to a 1. Just like that.
Yep, that'll happen. Boop.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
If it was a 19, it'd been like 27. Damn it.
I see why Matches calls him an idiot now.
That's
just called me an
I've
idiot?
never called him an idiot.
only a moron.
Maybe I have. I don't know.
Go back and watch
But
that
It's a
episode.
term of it's a term of endearment.
Is it really?
Ow, ow, ow. I reach down and I pull the bolt out of my foot and start to bleed all over the place.
Yep.
Ow, ow, ow.
All right. Having cleared the mess hall tavern, you all kind of have the place to yourselves now.
Oh, I want to pull this big hypodermic needle out. Like the tube is like this big and the needle's like this long and it's got glowing green liquid in it. It says, "Vale, come here. I'll fix that for you."
But, oh, I didn't roll. Hold on, I didn't roll damage for that.
Oh yeah. Roll your damage.
I would like to see what this concoction does, Matches.
7.
Ow. It went right through your toe cuticle, huh? Your toenail.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not hurting in any way, but still. And I just kind of limp over to Matches. What do you want to try and do?
Well, would you like it in the arm or the butt? Either drop them or roll your sleeve up. I must tell you that it works much better. in the
I'll
butt.
do it in my sleeve. Thank you very much. I'm not letting you stick anything in
do
my
it.
butt.
Okay, has it at second level.
Okay.
+5. Oh, no. 9, right?
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah.
how much is that all together?
Well, it looks like 9.
Yeah, okay, 9.
Yep.
Hit him with the reanimator fluid. Boom.
Nice.
And rub it with a little tiny alcohol patch.
Ah!
And then give him a sucker. You'll be fine.
Quite fascinating. You use that that interesting green fluid there. I'll have to keep an eye on that, Matches.
Well, it's my own design.
It's quite a good one.
Does it cause fur balls?
Oh, he doesn't need the green liquid to cause fur balls. Look at Vale. He's over there licking his butt right now.
I am not licking my butt. I only do that in private.
Why is everybody so obsessed with Vale's butt tonight?
I'm gonna give him a little band-aid with little kittens on it.
Nice. All right. You plot your course as the night wears on. Your ship is getting resupplied. Are you drafting a new crew the next day? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Matches, draft the 3 yo-hos, and so they can do some real work into the crew.
Sure.
See how much
Bring
they
me
laugh.
those jimmies.
It's Jim, and Jim.
Real unique.
You've been conscripted, jimmies.
Yeah. So you post up the notice of the draft. Way everyone can see it. What else are you doing this evening? Nothing. All right.
I'll
Well,
have a nice dinner.
Have a nice dinner. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's not just rations.
Make sure their orphans and them get into whichever building they're going to be using.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. We've got to get all these orphans off my ship.
they're off.
Yeah, they were. I'm sure they were taken off.
Working.
But
Bouncing around in the snow.
where would you like to house the orphans?
Oh, let's see here. What's this place over here?
Although they kick them out of the tavern and give them.
Or this place down here.
Yeah, those are two of the workshops. The first one was the a smelter. Kind of.
And put them in the smelter.
You don't want to put the orphans in the smelter? What's wrong with you?
We can merge
Or-
them into one large orphan.
I say put them in the main house. And kick the tavern out.
We could change the cavern. We could change the tavern into a great room for the orphanage. Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
mean,
yeah.
I would lock the basement.
Why?
Don't you remember the basement?
Yeah, I remember the basement.
I mean, unless they're going to be teaching them new skills.
That usually comes after the change.
Isn't the basement where your friend died?
Yeah.
We were chained to those tables too.
I would hope that someone has cleared all of that out and, put it to some other use by now.
You would hope.
I mean, I would always reuse a space where people died. It actually gives it quite a good energy.
Hearing all of this, and after everyone kind of disperses and goes about their business for the rest of the evening, Vale is going to kind of sneak off and go down to the lower levels of the place.
Yeah. Okay. What you doing there, Vale?
Just making my way down the stairs, looking in each of the rooms, seeing if anything's changed, because it really hasn't been that long, has it? A couple of weeks, maybe?
A month
Maybe
at
a month.
most. Yeah.
So just kind of, as I'm walking around the corners and stuff, let's see here. What is that? Hang on a second. Okay. Yeah. So as I'm making my way around the different rooms, as I, like turn corners or open doors, I get these images, these flashes in my head of things that I saw happen there.
Yeah.
I assume I haven't made it back to the room yet.
No, you're just kind of working your way through, and yeah, you're having those little like flashback moments, those memories that are popping up.
Does it look like the place kind of looks the same as when we left, or?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, it's been cleaned up some, but most people have just kind of left it alone. There's no reason to go down there. There's nothing down there of interest or use for them.
All right. When I get to the room where Toox and Brata and I all were chained to the chairs and the tables and all that, what do I see?
The same. The tables are there. The chairs are still there. Nothing's been removed. It's got a heavy feeling to it, though.
I'll walk into the room and just kind of look at the floor, look at the table. What do I see?
Yeah, there's blood stains, obviously, on the table and on the floor. Drag marks from where the body was drug out. And all of it's quite painful to remember. This is the last time you saw your friend alive, was in this very room.
Walk back over to the chair that I was chained to. I'll sit in the chair.
Yeah. Come here, stupid thing. Go ahead.
I know I can't change anything, but I sure can't think of a million things I wish I could have done different that day. Rata, I am sorry. I am sorry that I failed you. I'm sorry that I led you to this. You trusted me. And this was the last place I led you to. I know I didn't bring you down here personally, but it was me that brought us here. I let you down. I told you I would never let you down. I told you that I would always have you back, and I let you. Can't change it though. But I can get revenge for you. I will get revenge for you. What was the guy's name that was it wasn't Gooseberry that was here. What was the guy's name that was here?
Oh,
trying
Lord.
to get me to, you don't remember, do you?
You have to make me go back and look it up. That's fine.
Well, when I find insert name here, he's gonna wish I hadn't.
Is it Harald?
Could have been. I know he got away on an airship.
Yeah, it had to have been Harald. Pretty sure that's who it was.
Pull my.
Oh,
pull
yeah.
my yeah, that's actually that sounds right. When I find Harald, he's gonna wish that I hadn't, and I pull my crossbow up from the side and I aim it across the room. I'm gonna guess that there's candles lighting up the room and stuff like that. I'm hoping that there's one hanging on the wall.
There can be, sure.
All right, and I level my crossbow at the flame and critically fail again.
Oh my god!
Oh. I think we're gonna use a different dice the rest of the night.
Do you have an inspiration?
No,
Okay.
because they don't carry over. Remember?
As you squeeze the trigger, the world around you goes black. I need you to make me a intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence. Oh, I'm good at those. 14.
Not quite good enough.
No,
Yeah.
darn it.
I need you to take. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna roll these in my Richard Brooks woodworking dice tray. 7, 8, 10. Ooh, 15 psychic damage as
15.
you loose the crossbow bolt and it thuds into the wall, but then that entire event replays in your mind as if you feel chained to the chair again, as if something has grabbed a hold of your memory and is forcing it back into your brain.
All right.
Nice. Nice, right?
Hmm.
And after a few minutes of terror and horror, you actively trying to resist this, but unable to, the memory stops, the event stops playing, and you hear a voice that says, "I told you I can always find you. I'm always nearby."
Mm.
And that sends kind of chills down your spine. It's a voice you haven't heard in a long time. From the last time you were at the Vaults of Awesome Doom, as with your original party members, that he said, "I'll find you. I'll always know where you are."
Am I conscious enough that I can answer?
Would you roll on your intelligence save a 14?
14.
Yeah, I'll say you are.
I came looking for you, but you weren't there.
A step behind. You always seem to be. Better luck next time, Vale.
Oh, I would really love to see you again.
And then the feeling kind of fades, and you kind of get full awareness back to your surroundings. It's dark in the room. You've been here for a while. All the candles have burned almost completely out. Your crossbow bolt is sitting in the upright post of the building directly across the chair from you.
Okay. Work my way to my feet. Walk over and grab the bolt. Look at the crossbow and go, how did that happen? Hang the crossbow from my hip, put the bolt back, and work my way back upstairs.
All right. What has everyone else been doing? Dale's been gone quite a while, actually. He's I know, Matches, you were working on charting your course and whatnot.
Yes. So what I want to do is I want to find a spot. Like, I want to try to put some tactics in. All right. So I want to find a spot near where we're at that we can, like, park the ship to where it would be safe and inconspicuous, and we can travel over land the rest of the way.
Yeah, well, as you can see, it's kind of on a little point here. The town is in the swamp is just west of the town. There's a forested area between the town and the swamp. There's a little clearing just between the forest and the swamp.
Do we know anything about that town?
Other than it was a trade, like a trading destination that chocolate came out of, and
have I been there since I was?
Yeah, you've been there. It's a small town, but it's a seafaring port city.
Like, is it a place? I wouldn't know that probably. All right. Yeah, like I said, I just want to find the most tactical place to put the ship where it won't be seen by enemies and be inconspicuous. You want, I can make a roll or whatever. But...
Yeah. Let's see. See what you got here.
Investigation.
Perhaps.
Like, investigate the map.
You don't have any. Let's see.
Investigation, history.
We'll do investigation, Probably work. I was just looking to see if you had anything else. But investigation's probably the best thing for you to use on this.
Boom.
Man, good thing you're not rolling with disadvantage.
You know, no way matches have disadvantage.
Did we?
Hold on. And you know what? If the actual number is going to be significant, I will use my my flash of genius to add 4 more points to that to make it a 28.
28?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a couple of spots that you think would work pretty well. There's the clearing, or just north of the tree line on the coast. You think you might be able to slip it in just inside the trees there. Keep it hidden enough from the coast that no one would see it coming around the point. But you'd be close enough.
All right. I mean, if that's the idea, if I believe that's the ideal location, then that's where I'll chart the course.
All right.
And to make it even better, we'll arrive at nighttime so they can't see us.
Question.
Sure.
Turn the radio
From this,
down.
well, for matches, this is an old OSG area. Is there still OSG markings we can put on the ship so they don't realize it's us?
I
Because
do not
OSG
know.
was using ships.
I don't know. I think they all might know this shit by now.
Well, you got to
Yeah.
remember too that y'all are somewhat had an alliance with the OSG now, as well.
But does the OSG, everybody else in the OSG know that?
Well, you don't know either because the Willem Gooseberry, you haven't had any contact with him since he sent the message and said that Casto has fallen. So you really don't know if Casto's fallen. It was the capital of the OSG. What's the state of the OSG? They may be completely defunct.
Well, I mean, what I was trying to do
That
with
don't
the
hurt
role-
us.
What I was trying to do with the role was to protect us from anyone, including the OSG, knowing that we were there. So,
Yep.
And then we'll leave Neris here, and then if we need to, was it GTFO? Is that get the fuck out? So I don't have to say the bad word. GTFO. Vale can use his message to contact Neris.
That makes sense.
If we need a GTFO, we got ways to get out
We do.
via spells.
All right. And then I will go to the ship and make preparations on the ship. Get everything ready to go.
Okay. How about Amaranth? What you doing, Amaranth?
I'm probably gonna follow Matches because I assume that he's the most competent person here, and if he needs help getting the ship ready to go, I'm gonna help him.
Okay. Toox. What's Toox up to?
Toox is going to go to bed early after the day he's had. Mike, what you told me last time, the effects from being dead and coming back, is that the same?
Yeah.
I'm no longer, she didn't do it, but okay.
Yeah, it'll be the same.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
I need
Focus.
I need a couple of days rest.
I'm all blurry. I'm out of focus.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can sleep when you're dead.
Oh.
I did. That was not a very good sleep
There we go.
I had. It was a very weird sleep. So I like some restful sleep now. I'll make sure to lock the door so you don't try to send anything in to visit.
Nice.
I was just going to send some doors in there to set you up right.
Vale, you come back up from downstairs and everyone's gone. You're there alone in the now empty tavern. The children are starting to file in after you've been there for a couple of minutes. Mother Sushin bringing them in. and telling them just to find a place for now. They'll make it home tomorrow.
Okay. I'll help out with that.
Okay.
I say, we remember the dwarf which had the thing for matches before. After I go in my room, I'm gonna change myself to look like her. Then I'm gonna go find matches.
Fantastic.
I love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
While I'm helping Mother Sushin get the orphans settled into their space for the evening, I'll tell her. I'll say to her, "Hey, I got this weird connection to something."
How so?
Well, back when you when we were originally sent on our initial mission all that time ago, one of the stops that we actually made a stop to the vaults of Awesome Doom. And while we were there, Furbolg and I think maybe even Clark, but I don't remember for sure. But a few of us, there was a mind flayer there. But very old, very immobile. He got into our head a little bit, as mind flayers do, apparently.
That's their trick.
That's their trick, yeah. He got into our head a little bit, and I've had, contact from him at various times, and eventually went back to Vaults of Awesome Doom. Wasn't there, so apparently got out. Don't know how, don't know where, don't know why, but I was just downstairs in the room where Brata died. And the whole thing played back in my head, like that whole encounter played back in my head. And then at the end, I got a message from that mind flayer again. It said something along the lines of, "I found you. I told you I would always find you. And I found you. Is there anything I can do to not have that happen anymore?"
Oh, this is going to be very difficult, Vale. Once a mind flayer has a connection to you, it's very hard to shed that. There may be some magical item that you could use that would help prevent that. They work in the realm of psychic magic. They pry on you in your weak moments of psychological vulnerability, which it sounds like you may have been having there at the time.
Don't say that out loud.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me, Vale. And she kind of rubs your head between your ears, like, And she says, "We'll look around and see. I think too bad Marshall's lost. We could really use his expertise about this kind of thing. He deals in that stuff all the time."
Marshall is supposed to be here.
I don't think he made it here. At least not yet.
That wasn't the one with the shiny shoes, was it?
Yeah.
He's on your ship.
We've got to find this. We've got to find those shoes.
I will. Yeah. He's. You know what? He said he got out. He didn't.
Oh, well, okay. That's good. That's good. At least he got out. Good.
Yeah. I'll.
Him and Lady and everybody else got out. Although.
Yeah. See if I can find him.
Okay. Yeah. Perhaps he can help you with a particular item that you might need.
Okay.
Something to protect you from psychic magic.
Mind shielding type thing.
Yeah.
Hey, did I ever I don't know if we ever made any rolls for me to make that crossbow for you, the one that reels in.
Yeah.
Remember, you asked me to make it for you. Vale.
Grappling attachment for my crossbow. Yeah. No, I don't think we ever did.
No, I don't think we ever did.
Hmm.
Surely you've had enough downtime to have worked on that, though.
Yeah.
I thought you had a grappling thing for it.
I
Or-
have a grapple attachment, but what I wanted
is the one
make for me is so that I can put on a utility belt and clip it to my utility belt and have it reel me up to whatever I've attached the grappling hook for.
He wants
Yeah.
to be Batman.
Yeah.
No, Catman.
Catman. I mean,
Would you like me to make that roll?
No, he wants to be Catwoman.
you can go ahead and make it, yeah. You want to go ahead and make that craft roll?
Tinker roll. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
Womp,
Back to the
womp.
drawing.
hold on. I'm going to use one of my flashes of genius to increase
Oh.
that by 4. So it's not a natural one.
You had a
It's
1 plus 4. Still a natural 1. You can't
It
change the
doesn't
die
change
roll.
one.
It doesn't change the die. You are testing out this attachment with another, just a generic crossbow, not his crossbow, and it actually does reel in, but the spring tension on the reel is so heavy that when the grapple gets back to it, it just breaks the barrel part of the crossbow.
Inferior design. This must have been made by dwarves. Throw it over. I'll start over tomorrow.
You hear a thud and ow! Hit somebody off the side of the ship with it. All right.
Perfect.
As he says, inferior design by a dwarf. I walk up behind him. What's wrong with dwarves, Sonny?
Not now, if you please. I am quite busy.
But
And
rub
I
his
walk off.
shoulders and then just walk off.
I'm walking off.
What? Okay.
Then go back to my room and go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
This is no time for sexy time.
I do believe that was supposed to be like the queen of that one, or the head person of that group.
I don't remember who that was, but it might have been the queen.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
one of the. It wasn't the princess.
I
It
don't
was
think
one
it was
of the others.
because me and the queen had words.
It was
Yeah.
the grandmother of the princess, wasn't it?
Oh, yep, it was Granny.
It was Granny, yeah. Yep.
We don't mess with grannies around here.
Except for when you do, which apparently does happen. Oh, don't be ashamed, Matches.
I mean,
it's fine.
Matches. Can you see what these dwarven goblins would look like, and how much they could make?
Oh,
Don't you have
hideous
something
creatures.
to do? Well, all of you have something to do.
I'm not there.
Yeah, harass you.
I was helping you prepare to get ready to go on this journey, but if you would rather I didn't, I can leave. And then I turn around and walk off.
No. Let's continue. Shoot,
Oh.
dwarf. Yeah. No, yeah.
It's like, which room can she put her army in?
Oh boy.
Don't make me break out the shrink ray.
Nice. All right. You all you make the preparations, the ship gets loaded, takes most of the rest of the day, the following day as well.
So we can get a long rest.
Yeah, you can get a long rest in. You can help Mother Sushin get the stuff ready for the kids to have a place to sleep.
Yep.
You can conscript your geez, what's the word?
Jimmies?
Crew. Your jimmies, yeah. You can conscript your staff. Anything else you wanted to do today in this fort of Brata.
Jimmy's have latrine duty.
Do we have a latrine?
Well, we got to dump it somewhere.
This is the hole up in the front of the ship,
unless
isn't
we
it?
all just hang it over the edge.
It's a little room at the front
While
of the
we're
ship
traveling.
with
Yeah.
the hole going through out from underneath us.
Bombs away.
Bale has said that many times.
But how can you bury it if you drop it out of a hole into the sky? We'll have to
No,
stop.
Bale-
We'll have
so,
to stop
no,
every time
Bale
so you
will-
can go down and bury it.
I guess it's safe to say that we can have this conversation. You guys didn't know that in the middle of the night I just go up and hang my ass off the side of the ship and just let one fly and see where it lands. Chaos. You know me, chaos.
Ooh, have you ever lit it on fire?
Have not.
The bedpans are for that.
Come and get me
then
next
the
time you do, Vale.
Halflings,
We'll light it
I
on
can't let you.
fire.
I can't let you watch me poop.
Oh, I'll close my eyes when I shoot the fire towards your ass. Then
Just feed him extra beans for dinner and then use the fire.
Oh
Billy.
boy.
Billy, save us.
I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Help. Help.
Billy,
Diamond.
take the wheel.
Help.
Take the wheel.
The day
Take the wheel,
wraps
Bill.
up. Help. Talking about flaming turds out of a cat butt on the ship. This is getting intense, man. Oh, help.
Maybe it's a good time for us to take a break.
Maybe.
Everybody
Yeah,
can
actually, it
calm
does look
down
like a
a
good
little
time
bit.
to take a break.
I
If
think
y'all...
it's a great time to take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
Every time I say I'm going to behave, y'all get me started.
We're going to take a break.
You're,
And take a
you're
breath.
Capable behaving.
We'll come back and then everybody will have a new start on the. Because I think I've lost it. I don't even know where to go from here.
Good little Andy.
We'll be back in a minute, folks. Hang in there. Don't give up on us. Promise, we're professionals. We know what we're doing.
Yes, we're gonna go light. We're gonna go light some cat turds. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Cat turds. Yay.
I got the wheel. All right, audio check, test.
Not for long, you don't.
Does the stream hear everybody? Can
I
you
don't-
hear us out there, stream world? Let us know.
Well,
Let us
my
know.
point.
Make sure that the audio didn't break while we were at break, because when you go to break, things break. All right, Diamond says it's working, so we're gonna keep on trucking. Although it looks like something's weird. Yep, there is something that's kind of weird.
What's weird?
It's catching the Zoom audio and the music audio both, putting them both out. They're synced, so there's no like echo effect, but I don't know. This is weird.
It'll be okay.
Maybe I should upgrade to OBS version 28.
If you haven't updated OBS yet, that's probably a good idea.
Well, it was in beta testing for a while, and I was leery of doing
Oh,
it
yeah,
while
they're
it was
done.
in beta. Oh, they're done with beta? Okay. Maybe I
done.
should look and see if the update's available then. And then we'll update for next session. So we're back in the day is winding down. It's going to take you a couple hours just as eating this. What is that? That is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Klondike Bar. This portion of the show brought to you by Jesse's enjoyment of a Klondike bar.
That he got at the weed dollar store.
Now you know why he's eating a Klondike bar, because he went to the dollar store and got the munchies.
I'm telling you, you go into that dollar store, you will get the munchies. You won't go in there to get a Coke or something. You step out and, damn, I hope cops don't pull me. Oh, shit. I was just at the dollar store. I'm contact buzz like a motherfucker. Oh, boy.
Wow.
I'm sorry. What movie said motherfucker?
Blah, 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 blah.
It's fine.
Blah, blah, blah.
Meanwhile, back on the ship,
We're good.
yeah, Diamond's the only one watching, I think, right now. Diamond and the five of us. So,
Sherry's watching.
oh, is Sherry watching too? Well, she
Sherry's
hears it all the time,
I don't curse in front of Sherry.
Sure you
only
don't.
behind her back.
Go to the dollar store. That's what we did for our Klondike bar. Went to the dollar store.
Right on.
To
Well-
the. Okay, go ahead. Take the wheel, Bill.
All right. The day is kind of
Give the
winding
wheel back
down.
to Billy.
You've gotten the ship all resupplied. Your crew has been conscripted, including the band of Jimmies. One of them's arms all bandaged up. He's looks pretty beaten and bloodied. Don't know how much.
Vale walks over to the one with the Band-Aid on his arm and he slaps him on the Band-Aid and he goes, "Welcome aboard. Glad to have you."
Oh,
Now go scrub the latrines.
I don't know how much help I'm gonna be now that I'm wounded. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
That may or may not have been your fault. Just
you know,
saying.
Vale. I had a pretty big breakfast today, Vale. I think I'm gonna go take a Jimmy. I'll be right back.
And I'll just look at the guys and go, you know what a Jimmy is, right?
What's
Taken. Dump.
That's a poo. Jimmys are poo.
Great.
Taking
Great.
Just those
Oh.
Jimmys. Not anybody else out there in the world named Jimmy. We love all Jimmys, except for these Jimmy.
And the Jimmy's going to clean up the Jimmy.
That's
The
right.
Jimmy's got to clean up the Jimmy.
Yep.
It is Billy's fault.
It is. It's all my fault. It's y'all's fault
I
for
tried to
asking the
magic missile
name of
these
an
motherfuckers.
unnamed NPC. Like, it's y'all's fault, not mine. I did not do
Whatever.
this.
You can't blame the players.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that's supposed to be managing this game.
Yes.
Hey,
You give-
aspiring
you give these
DMs
players-
out there, you can
you give
totally
these
blame the
players-
players.
No, you give these players room to do something, and it's your fault.
Yeah, it's,
You do kind of have a point there. I should have known better. Anyway, on the ship, we are.
on the ship.
The sun is beginning to set. Matches wanted to arrive at nightfall under the cloak of darkness for maximum stealth capabilities.
Turn the lights out. Turn all the radios off.
It's coming in
Radios,
dark.
what is that?
You hear the creaking of the ropes and the boards through the wind. Matches has plotted a fair course. I'm sure y'all can imagine hearing it. You can't actually hear it. But the stream can. The stream can hear it all. Off in the distance, the land gives way to water. Before you know it, you're sailing right over the water, high in the sky. It is a mostly near moonless night, so you have pretty dark skies to sail under.
Well, that's when we were supposed to find the door on the darkest of night, in the darkest corner of the swamp.
Ah, yes. Before long, you see a patch of land come into view. Yeah, you make it there in a night on that ship. You see a small town with a large stand of trees behind it. Several ships in dock at the port. None of them flying any flag of any known OSG or anything like that. They look like just merchant vessels. Matches, gonna bring your ship in for a landing where you have chosen. I could do that too.
Yes, Neris will. Neris drives the ship.
Oh, Neris drives the ship. Right on. It's Neris, Captain Neris now?
No, he's Helmsman Neris.
Helmsman Neris.
First mate.
I was trying. I was trying to give him a roll. Let me make a roll, speaking of rolls, for Neris. Come on. Roll 20 is being super slow.
Not normal.
Well, that's not the right thing. I didn't want to roll a save. I wanted to roll a check. I clicked the wrong button. That's better. Yes, he expertly guides the ship in the smallest of openings. And there's a small clearing inside where he gently sets the ship down, landing it ever so perfectly in this grove of trees. You have the night to head into the swamp.
Let's go. Let's go at night. I mean, how much further do we got to go?
You don't exactly know. It's the darkest corner of the swamp, so you're not exactly sure exactly where this is, but Toox kind of says he knows that you'll know it when you see it kind of feeling is what they've been saying all along.
Well, I suggest we waste no time.
Sure, let's go. I'm in.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of us can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, what we got? What's it? 90 feet, grainy black and white vision.
Yeah, something like that.
120.
With the sky black, a few stars out. Kind of reminds you of the blade of Black Razor as you look into the sky. And
I'll just kind of hold on to the handle of it and see if it will help guide me, since it is sentiment of her and connected to her.
yeah. So I'm gonna need you to make me some survival rolls here as you're going through the swamp.
Who's the survivalist?
Whoever's leading the party into the swamp in hunt of this darkest corner.
I mean,
Toox, you're the
I'll tell
one.
you which way to go. I mean, I got a 0 plus 0.
Bill, you're one with nature, aren't you?
Survival, you say?
yeah,
Yes.
I'm a city cat.
If
You're a
only
city
you
cat?
had a druid with your party.
Mhm.
But I think he
Got
rode a bike
12.
somewhere. 12?
Yeah, I got 12.
You pick up a game trail, small one that you're able to kind of follow for a while. Probably a hog.
Pork chops tonight, yo.
The water is,
Ow.
well, the mud more than water. It's just mud and squishing between all of your steps. Your feet get stuck occasionally, having to pull a boot out and whatnot. And yep, give me another survival roll there, somebody.
Oh, I'll do it.
A 10. Ah, Matt. Nope. Matt is like, nope, 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 this way.
Nice. Yep. You continue on.
Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll break out my goggles and put them on and then pull out the little Geiger counter of magical detection and see if I can find the magic trail.
A magic trail. Oh boy.
Well, if there's anything within the vicinity that's magical, yeah.
Right. All right. Now you've got your goggles on and your little
Mm-hmm.
PKE meter is doing its thing.
Yep.
You're not picking anything up on it, but you did find a good trail. You're staying on the trail. One, two, there. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Oh. Toox, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
A 2.
The rest of you are walking along. You hear a large sploosh sound, and Toox, you have fallen into a deep hole.
Oh no!
Hey, can I get a hand?
Everybody's just looking.
Toox knows how to swim, correct?
Now,
It's just kind of like this mud hole. You just kind of sink down in it. You're about neck deep.
Toox, you found something?
yeah, come here.
Bill, check it out. Use your cat-like senses.
Let him pull
My
your
cat-like senses tell me not to fall in that hole that Toox just fell in.
He can hold onto your tail as you pull him out.
You know how sensitive that is? You could pull that. They could pull that tail right off.
I
Does
don't
it
think
grow
that's
back?
No,
You're
no,
a
I'm not a
rare
fucking
creature.
iguana.
I will make you a new tail veil.
Toox, you can make a strength check to try to pull yourself out of the mud, while the rest of them are just kind of staring at you like, "Oh, you got yourself in there, buddy."
A
Is there
7.
Oh, you know
Is
what?
there a
I
tree
forgot.
close
I'll
by?
help Toox. I'll walk over and help Toox.
Is
Hold
there
out
a
my
tree
hand.
close by?
Come, Toox.
Not really. There's swampy.
I'll pull Toox
There's
out
a few trees. All right, you make me a strength.
because
Hey,
I
did you
haven't-
get that new grappling hook working?
No.
no.
Oh, well.
Unfortunately, no.
In order to deploy it, I'd have to shoot you with it, though.
or shoot something around me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you're able to free Toox from the mud hole.
I should. I have a strength of 19.
And with a sound, Toox comes popping out of the mud hole. And stinky, gross swamp mud.
Oh, not a chance.
What did you
Oh.
do to her?
I'm going to send my clockwork cleaning crew on turn.
All right. All these little clockwork beasts come over and start hosing you down. Toox cleaning you off.
And you smell nice. You got that new car scent.
Nice. Nice. All right. Back on the trail it is. Who's doing the survival roll this time?
I got this one. Oh, that's good. 18 plus 0 is 18.
18 it is, yeah. Yeah, you found a really nice trail. It looks older, though. It's drier here. The ground's kind of come up. And in the distance, you do see, like, the trees kind of overhang the trail a bit, and it gets really dark down into the back end of this tree covering.
The darkest corner.
Kind of looks that way.
When there's a corner in the forest. Didn't know it was square.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
so-
mean, you know.
Anything within 30 feet of us that's magical, I'll detect it
Okay.
as we walk.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking and walking, and it just seems to be getting darker and darker and darker. You look up and look around, and there's no sign of the stars or the sky even anymore. The trees have just so thick and overgrown here. It's almost unnatural, as it's pretty much the dead of winter. But this is a coastal area, but you came from frozen tundra to now almost a temperate swamp of sorts.
Mm-hmm. I just kind of look at him and go, I'm pretty sure the way the Raven Queen said it, we've got to go to the Shadowfell to find her. So this makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, is that the first time you've told them they have to go to the Shadowfell for this?
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't realize that that's what we were going to have to do. Now, you should have told us. Not that I mind. I'm totally game. I'm totally willing. But you should have told us before now.
Well, she didn't exactly say it, but sure.
The
All right.
the ground trembles a bit as you all are walking. It's trembling, almost as if there's like a small earthquake shaking.
Oh, no.
Then, as we
Is
get
it
closer,
magical?
I want to look at him, and I'll just
Is it a magical
pop off
earthquake?
the top of the head. She also said if we can't save the princess, we'll be cursed by the same as the princess.
Okay.
So I'm figuring that's probably monkey fist.
Okay.
Oh.
And as you walk, there's just a complete darkness ahead of you. You can't see through it. You
Advanced darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
if you have a torch or anything like that, no light emits into it. It's just like,
But is it magical?
no. It's not magical.
It's just dark.
It's just darkness. And the ground begins to rumble and shake a second time, this time even harder. So hard that I'll need each of you to make me a dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Some tree limbs start cracking and falling.
12.
15, 9, 12. All right. Looks like everyone except Matches makes it. A tree limb falls and pinning Matches to the ground. The rest of you dodge it expertly.
I'll just go. Little Matches with strength in 19.
Yeah. Toss that limb off. And it looks like the darkness is starting to actually move towards you now.
Okay, so I remembered that I had an item.
Fire to darkness.
So I actually pull out my Lantern of Revealing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is it magical?
Yes.
It glows.
All
Matches. Remind me what your lantern reveals.
While lit, this hooded lantern burns for 6 hours on 1 pint of oil, shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are in the lantern's bright light.
Okay. Yeah, your lantern's light hits that kind of area of darkness and just fades out. But it does shimmer a little bit. Like
Like that's the doorway.
Yeah, that appears to be the opening to the other plane. Toox, it's your goddess. Why don't you go first?
Ah, thanks.
Hey, I
And
forgot to tell all of you, the Mind Flayer talked to me. Let's go.
What? What is it with you and you bunch and holding on to important information until we're about to do something that's very important?
What?
Oh, I'm sure this is going to be fine. Let's go.
They talk to you too?
Yeah. Well, one in particular. It's no big deal. I've known him for a long time. It's
Yes, that is a big deal, Vale. What did the Mind Flayer say to you?
He says, I will always find you, and that he will always be one step ahead of us.
So he's gonna be in the Shadowfell is what I'm hearing.
Well, I don't know, but seemed like as good a time as any to tell you that he had finally reached. This is the same Mind Flayer that we were looking for when we went to Vaults of Awesome Doom with that guy that Gooseberry sent, but he wasn't there.
Yes, they all gloat until you kill them with fire.
That's what I'm thinking.
okay.
I don't
Okay.
think there's going to be a Mind Flayer in here, but I figured we might as well be prepared.
All right. Fine. Fine. Let's go. Once again, Toox, this is your goddess. You go first.
Yeah.
This is your vision. Vale, if you lead me into the path of a Mind Flayer, I will be the one to rip your tail off.
All right.
It's all right, Vale. I have plans for a new tale for you.
But I don't want a new. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
It will be better.
A mechanical tail.
It's mechanical. Anyway, sorry, Bugs Bunny reference. All right, Toox, did you step through the...
Yeah. Is it the normal feeling of going to that plane?
Yeah, it is. And as you all each step across, you get this just foreboding feeling, and it landscape stretches out for as far as you can see.
Home.
It's dark and desolate. There seem to be cries and yells coming from everywhere. The utter lack of color here just takes you all by surprise. Even though you've been here once, just the last time you were in the Shadowfell, you were basically at the doorstep of the Raven Queen's palace. This is a much more open expanse, if you will. You can really take it all in. So knowing where to go, though, where do you go? How do you get there?
This is quite the beautiful landscape.
I kind of hold Black Razor and I go, oh, which way shall we go? Which way to the princess? To myself and him.
Ah, yes, sir. It's time. Kind of hear him. For the first time in a while, Black Razor somewhat speaks to you in a way. Yes, this way. Kind of, you feel the sword kind of tug in a direction.
And just start walking.
The rest of you follow along.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember having been here before, and you understand there are dangers all across the Shadowfell. There are areas where it's far, far too dangerous for anyone to go, especially alone. And every once in a while you'll catch from the corner of your eye, you'll think there's something there, something following, something stepping right behind. When you turn to look at it directly, there's nothing there. Change the music for the folks at home. As you walk along the Shadowfell, you hear the hooves of horses echoing in the distance. You hear yells of battle and cries. You even hear music that sounds like that of a city not far away. Black Razor tugs along, continuing the path. Where did you go? Need you guys to roll me a wisdom save as you're making your way through here after several hours in this just desolate place. Not so good?
No.
Again?
21.
Are you serious? All right, do you want me to roll it or do you want to roll it? It's a D6.
I can roll a d6.
You put that
All right,
nice
if
in
11
jail.
doesn't make it, let me know because I'll use a flash of genius.
You're good. Anybody, yeah, you're good. You're all three good. It's just poor Vale.
That's a 1 on the d6.
Okay.
Ben,
you-
your luck is terrible today.
You have this just extreme sense of apathy just wave over you. You're starting to feel like you just don't think you can actually make a difference. This actually makes sense for Vale being here because all of your friends, your childhood friends, have either betrayed you, left you, been killed with you watching. It's just, you just kind of don't even know why you continue to do what you're doing. Well, it's like, what are you even in this for? You are going to have a disadvantage on death saving throws, dexterity checks, and initiative for, the foreseeable future.
Fair enough.
How does this impact Vale as you're kind of what does that do? How do you
He's absolutely 100% back in that room where he told Vale, "This is my fault. This is all my fault. If I wouldn't have made that stupid suggestion that we went the way that we went, we never would have woke up that stupid whatever it was that attacked it. It's all my fault. This is all my fault. We're where we are because this is my fault."
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You get to a kind of a clearing, and you can see that off in the distance a city. It looks familiar, though you've never been there before. It looks inviting and welcoming, as in an odd way. The sky above it is corpse gray, and you can feel a breeze blowing through this open prairie of desolation. It's just cool and humid. Kind of brings a chill to your skin, makes your hair stand up on end.
This is quite the beautiful landscape, Toox. I can see why you would follow the Raven Queen.
It is something different.
Mm-hmm.
Do you continue on
The
towards
same
the city?
matches.
Yes, Toox, what is this place? Is this where we're supposed to go?
I just kind of handle the sword and go to the city.
And it tugs.
Myself.
Yeah, it tugs forward.
Yep. We just keep going.
Well, what is that place?
I don't know that Toox would have ever heard of it.
Yeah. You know Black Razor. He knows where we should go.
Oh yeah, sure. Black Razor knows. Black Razor knows everything. What does it matter?
Love it. Love it. And as you get closer, you can just catch the smell of death. Amaranth, it's inviting to you. It's welcoming to you. You're like, ooh, I recognize that smell and I like it.
Thank God you're not a plumber.
Well, it does smell like something, or lots of somethings, has died recently.
Yes. And
How we're all going to end up, it doesn't matter.
Toox, you start to see the first movement as you're in front, leading the way with Black Razor, and it strikes you. It may be too late now, but perhaps the reason Black Razor was pulling you this way was not the princess. As you see the shambling dead outside the city wall, just kind of lining along, shambling their way in and out. Everything, there's all sorts of dead and undead here.
That would be weird with him because he don't do undead.
No, he likes to kill undead.
No, I kill undead, I get hurt with him.
Oh, that is right.
It hurts me. So he likes the undead don't have souls. He wants the souls.
Mm-hmm.
Is she in there? I kind of look at it.
Could be. There's something there. Something calls to me. It's the only life I find. The only life in this whole plane that I can sense. It is
Malar?
No. It's too kind for him.
Then it must be her.
How do you all want to approach? You kind of get a little closer, and there are just a ton of undead shambling about.
Like, do they look like they have some kind of purpose to their shambling, or just bumbling randomly around?
A lot of them are just bumbling randomly. Some of them are orderly in lines. There are zombies and waits.
Like Does it look like an overrun city, or does it look like an actual city of the dead, where the dead are like citizens doing daily things?
It looks like a city of the dead. Like this is their city. This is their home.
All right.
In the far end of the city stands a, well, for lack of a better word, a bit of a castle overlooking the entire city.
Well, that looks like the obvious place.
Let's move onward.
I feel to myself, and since I don't know fully what that gift was, and see if I'm able to pull on that gift.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I say, I tell everybody to touch me, and then I try to use that. To where Black Razor is feeling this one living item.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Vale. You touch him. Touch Toox.
Oh, no, everybody has to touch me for this. I have to be touching.
Vale, you touch Toox, and I'll touch you.
You
I
have.
roll my eyes and I put my hand on Toox's shoulder.
I put my hands on Toox. Yeah.
I get the other shoulder.
I just
Can
whatever.
you
and I
reach his shoulder?
All right. Yeah.
Then I'll grab a butt cheek.
Woo! Oh boy. Back to the butts. That
You must work out,
was-
Toox. This is
Yeah.
firm.
Because the version from Roll 20 compendium compared to other versions you see is different.
Yeah, we're not using the Roll20 when we're using the
I didn't know which version.
What are we talking about?
The wiki one?
yeah, the wiki one's the one that I'm using.
Okay.
I remember the exact wordage of it though.
There's two
Right.
versions of Toox's butt.
Yes.
No, Shadow Walk.
There's a version that is specific to the Shadow Realm,
Right.
and that's the one we're using for this.
The spell enables one to travel to the border between material and shadow plane, and then physically wander along the zone to the desired destination, taking advantage of an effect that causes one to move much faster than on the material plane.
Yep. So from here you can kind of all join hands and quickly cut through all of this city of undead to get to where you need to get to. Hopefully not arising any suspicion using this. Wow.
I know we have to leave your friends behind, but you can come back for them.
Yeah.
Looking at Amaranth.
Before you know it, you're standing at the door to what must be a tavern. A dark light shines from within. Soft music plays. A sad song. And I need everyone again to do the saving throw for me.
Wisdom.
Yep.
That one that I have is that one that I have disadvantage for.
This one you will, I believe, yes. You will have disadvantage on this one, yes.
10.
10. All right.
12.
12,
20.
20, and
22.
22 for Toox. Yep. All right. Everybody's good on this one. Trying to get back to that chart that I had. Weird. I lost it somehow. That's odd. Anyway, we'll keep on moving. Do you open the door and head in?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm just kind of looking at it going, oh, a
I'm not
tavern
going
in the
to go all
middle.
the way in until we know what's in there. Like, I'll take
Yeah.
a peek.
Open the doors and see what we see
Right.
before we take the steps.
Yeah, as you kind of open the door and look in, there's just one person sitting in here. It's the princess. She sits alone at a table. Her weapons, obviously battle-worn, blood-stained armor. She doesn't even look up, though. She just sits there.
Are you ready to go fight and save your people as you have been trained?
She looks up, just sneers a little bit. My people are doomed. There's no saving them.
Yeah.
Save you.
No.
This is not the place for sexy time.
Why do you think your
No.
people are doomed?
He is not the one you're to be following. She is the one for you to follow. That's why you are here.
Oh. I don't know what the right thing to do is anymore, Toox.
Join the club, princess. Join the club.
He's promised me so much. So much.
Is it more for you or for your people? That's what this was supposed to be for. You're a dwarf. You're supposed to fight for your people.
Yes, but in taking his offer, I gained so much for my people.
Have you taken his offer?
Not yet.
What he are we speaking of?
Malar.
Ah, yes, Malar. His greatness.
Oh, that's the bad wolf, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Why would you think that this would be a good idea?
I would rule by his side. Meaning
you
that
think that somebody like him would actually make
You
that
must have
promise
never.
and keep
Yeah,
it?
you must have never read a book before. That never works out.
He's using you
Yes.
and your new training and everything for his advantage. It is normal. He is a
you don't know how good
inconsistent
we
god,
are.
which was wanting to be something.
But we're so good together, he and I. I can
Well,
walk
where's-
through the shadows and pop out anywhere that I want, and bring hordes with me and decimate our enemies.
Where have you been recently, then?
We've been a lot of places. You should have seen the Order of the Sacred Grove cower when we appeared in their city. Just appeared.
So, have you or have you not taken his offer? Because you're kind of sounding like you have taken his offer.
He saw my abilities and asked me to lead a battle. I did.
Of course he did.
Perhaps against the Raven Queen's wishes, but she gave me choice. Choice that I used for myself. We
And-
appeared in the city of Casto and slaughtered them. Hundreds. Ran in terror and fear. We would just appear anywhere we wanted. Poof, poof, poof.
And now you have another choice to make. To be cursed for life by Malar, however long that may last.
She's
Or
already
to
said.
follow the Raven Queen as you were sent here for.
I should point out here, Princess, that the same army attacked the city of Karangathar, where your people Some of your people were there, and they were slaughtered by the armies of Malar.
No, that's not true.
Yes,
can't
we
be.
were there.
Absolutely true.
He wouldn't. Why would he turn on me like that? That doesn't make any sense.
All he cares about
evil
is
God?
death and destruction.
No.
Is that what you care about? Death and destruction? Or bringing the souls of the unworthy to the queen?
Can't they be the same thing? I mean, she takes a
No.
big sip of her tankard, and you can see that a little bit of blood runs out of the tankard around her lips.
It is time for choices. Are you to be cursed or blessed?
All right. Time for choices it is, eh?
Has she put the tankard down yet?
Yeah, she sets it down.
I knock it on the floor.
Why would you go and do that?
Are you
What
a
is this you're
vampire?
drinking?
Have you been turned into a vampire?
Drinking
Are you
the-
drinking blood?
The blood of my enemy, yes. Makes you stronger, don't you know that? She looks at Vale. He would know.
Who's
It's
your enemy?
mice.
Right now, the enemy is anyone who stands in my way.
And
I-
go away.
Blessed or cursed? Blessed or cursed is your
Bitter
choice.
veil.
You do remember that if it weren't for us, people who didn't stand in your way, you do remember that you would have been lost, right?
To the Fae?
Oh, I remember. They shall pay as well.
That's fine. That's well directed. This isn't the way. I don't know what the way is, but this isn't it.
I mean, if you want to be part of that curse, there is other ways besides Malar. There is ways
There's-
up.
So many ways besides Malar.
How will I rule? My mother stands in my way.
She won't
She-
stand in your way forever.
Yeah. She knew has been preparing you. That's why she allowed this.
Preparing me. Right. That's why she kept me from the Fae. Didn't want me to have magical abilities. No, not to be a better ruler. Of course not.
Did she agree to allow you to come here and train?
I think with some coercion, yes. Yes, she did. And I am grateful to you, all of you, for your part in helping me get here. In fact, so grateful that should you choose to join with me, I can promise you protection, and I'll make you each
Oh,
a
you
general
can't.
in my armies.
You cannot promise us protection. You don't have protection yourself. Malar
You
is
are being
an evil
used.
god of chaos who uses those to his advantage. He is using you as a tool. Do you have your own sense of free will? Because it seems to me that you've been rather brainwashed, princess.
Free will. I have free will. I could leave if I wanted to. I just don't want to.
That's
Are
what
you-
they all
Who
say.
are you choosing? It's a very simple question. Are you going to follow Malar or are you going to follow the Raven Queen?
Well, what is it the Raven Queen wishes to give me? Malar's made his intent quite clear.
Your training and your abilities you have earned from your training.
Yes, but there's no power in that. There's no...
I want to whisper to Vale. What is it we need her for again?
I don't know that we actually need her for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's actually our enemy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she's
believe
not-
me,
That's
my
why I'm
trigger
trying to get
finger-
a straight answer.
My trigger finger is very itchy right now.
Because if she's already
Mm.
led armies against our people, then The blood of our people is already on her hands.
Have you said you haven't been to Karnangather, right?
Correct. I did not lead any attack on Karnangather. I led the attack on Casto, and I led the attack on cities in the heavens and in the dark realms. I've led many attacks for Malar and done quite well, actually.
On places for Karen, how you say
Oh,
her
yes,
name?
we have attacked Quran multiple times. Quran is a weak, outdated, mindless follower of the old ways who must be vanquished from this belief system.
Fire when ready, Vale.
As she's talking, she gave me the answer I needed.
Wow.
At the same time as Toox took a swing, I took a shot.
You're already at the top of the map.
Yeah, what'd you roll on your hit?
I rolled a 19 to hit, and that was with disadvantage.
Neither of the attacks land.
Okay.
She moves her hand, the bolt goes out of the way, and she grabs the end of Black Razor in her other hand. I was afraid this would be the way you chose to have this conversation.
You made the choice by following Malar. This was not the agreements we had.
Then I should turn and walk away. I should go my own way then and rid myself of the...
Anybody which follows Malar and is helping him because they are hurting those who we are trying to take over this world shall not stand.
I see. Well, you can slay me here, or try to, or you can slay me on the battlefield. The choice is yours. Wouldn't be very heroic to slay a poor dwarven princess all alone in a tavern, would it?
Do we look very heroic to you?
Shoot her again, Vale.
I'm gonna reach out with my tattoo grappler.
Oh, cool. Yeah, roll for it. Do your
Let's see. I gotta remember how to use this damn thing.
use your tattoo there.
Alright, okay.
Boiling
So,
grass.
The creature must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Nice. All right. Or it's grappled, right?
Yep.
Cool. Well, 18 makes that, so she doesn't look that strong, but she just shakes the tattoo grapples off. Vale, did you take another shot?
No, not yet.
Unless
I'll take a shot.
Okay. And
I'll pop her with 2 magic missiles.
all right. She
Pull out a shotgun.
she's not going to dodge those. As you do that, she is starting to talk, and she says, "Unless the Raven Queen can offer me a seat at her side, I think my choice is magic missile, magic missile."
That is not my choice to make. Have you spoken to the Raven Queen?
Well, I thought that's why she sent you.
I am not. I cannot make her choices.
Well,
What makes you think that you're worthy to sit at the side of a god anyway?
I'm a dwarf. We are all God's chosen people.
Sure.
And you know she would think that. Like,
Yeah.
But
I
why?
rolled a 9 to swipe at her with my cat's claw.
you're not doing so hot tonight there, Vale.
No, not really.
What were you saying, Amaranth?
If you haven't yet made your decision, why have you not made your decision? What is standing in the way?
Clarity. There is something that makes me wonder if this is the right decision. I've done so well. I've had so many successes. But they just leave me longing for more.
Mhm.
An unsatiable hunger. A thirst that will never go away.
You could say
Never.
that. Yes.
Is that what you want for yourself? To be thirsty for the rest of your time?
I don't know that I can stop it at this point. It's gotten so permanent.
You can. Renounce him.
He'll come for me.
He will.
He's coming for us already. So
He's coming for us too. If you come with us, then we'll all be in the same boat. And I firmly believe that we can take him.
You You have no idea his might, his allies, his strength. He's almost done conquering the heavens. It won't be long now until they fall to his rule, and when they do, the worlds will come right after. They will no longer have their old gods. There will only be Malar.
Once again, there is something in you that is telling you that you should not take this deal, and you haven't yet taken the deal, which tells me that you know in your heart that it is the wrong thing to do. What is it, Matches?
Oh, I was clearing my throat. Sorry. I know. Okay.
You're going for you're trying to persuade her into changing her accepting what is it exactly that you're trying to talk her down from here?
I'm trying to get her to acknowledge that there is something in her that's saying that this is not the right thing to do. So I guess, yeah, it's kind of a persuasion.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make that persuasion roll. This is a good time for that.
21.
pretty good fucking persuasion roll.
That's a pretty good persuasion roll.
Seriously, Princess, think hard about that. There's something in you that knows this is the wrong decision. Or else you would have already made the decision.
The reason you were following the ways of magic was to help your people and stuff. How will this help your people? How will following him help your people when he wants to kill everyone, including your people?
Toox, he doesn't want
Including you.
Not gonna kill everyone. They'll come around.
No, they won't.
But
No.
let me ask you, Amaranth. What keeps you from going the way of your darkness? What keeps you from giving in to your lust for undeath? Don't you
I
wish
don't
to
know.
one day outlive everyone?
Perhaps I will, but if I do it, it'll be on my own terms, and it won't be because some errant god made me some sort of a promise that I know it won't keep.
And Toox, why do you keep walking the path of the darkness, of the shadows, if you know it will only end with you here in this?
Yes. And I have accepted that. I have accepted the role of taking the souls of the unworthy.
What's in it for you?
What is in it for anybody? What is in it to rule, for you to rule? What? So you can say you're the ruler? That's not a reason. Why does one rule the dwarves? Because they had earned the place. Just being given it by some god is not earning your place on your throne of your people. Earn it. Come back. Fight the war. And earn your place.
Perhaps
I have to agree with Toox on this one. You would feel much better if you earned it. All that power would actually have more meaning for you. Because sooner or later, all of this free power, you're just going to get bored with it.
what do you know of free power? Matches? How has this helped you in life, this philosophy of earning it?
Oh, I've earned everything that I have, trust me.
Look at his grand hat, after all.
It's quite nice. You've tried to stab me. You've tried to shoot me. You've even connected a time or two. And now you want me to join you. I suppose I could. But he will come.
Yes.
Probably.
Where do we go from here? If I walk out of this tavern
Has
with
he
you...
given you his blessing yet? Is that what you're wanting? To be an animal at times? Is that what you're wanting?
No, I actually have no desire for that. He's offered. I've not accepted.
Sooner or later, he will force you to, you know. And when he does it, you have no choice, no control. You are under his control at that time.
Suppose you make a good point there.
You asked where we go. If we leave here together, where do we go?
Yes, what's the next step? Where do we go from? How do we fight next?
Where do you want to go?
Who would you want to fight? Would you want to fight him and remove him?
What
You don't
good
even
would
have-
that do? I don't even know what to do right now. I'm so confused.
I can 100% relate to your current situation. And sometimes you just have to go find somebody to talk to.
Mhm.
Before we came here, I had a conversation with someone that I've known all my life. I don't know that we found any answers, but it made me feel better.
Feelings. Yeah.
Perhaps if you were to get out of this place for a little while, maybe go back to your home, you would get the clarity that you seek.
What if that just leads him to them and then he comes for me there and destroys them all?
Then you don't go there. You come with us. We will find the place which we have to go to fight him and his associates.
Well, I do know where they are. You all have made me think about this in a new way. I'm actually
What is
grateful.
What is their next target? Can we ask you that? Where are they going next?
For now, the armies are to settle in Casto and await the coming. That's all we were told. Take the city and await next. The coming, I think, is what it's called.
So
Okay.
you can't open the seal.
What?
Nothing. Not important.
Nothing. I was talking in my own head.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt for me to get a breath of fresh air. Even the greatest generals need a vacation. From time to time, a break
I say
from
that
the
all the
killing.
I'm sorry. Did I roll my eyes that loud? I'm just kidding.
Matches, I think you need a vacation. We're going to take you to a spa, and you're going to get a good massage, and they're going to give you a foot rub down, and you're going to soak in some warm water, because clearly you need to take it down a notch.
Okay.
We're taking
Well-
Matches on a spa vacation.
Shall we go?
And you know what, Princess? You can come too. Let's go.
Yeah. Shall we go talk? Let the Raven Queen know. I know you should know the way.
Ah, yes, I can get there quickly. I do need to tell her what, one way or the other, what I have decided.
Mm-hmm.
I owe her that much after all she has given to me.
Does that mean you've made a decision?
I believe I have.
Care to share?
Perhaps you all are right. Maybe he was
I
only
tried to
preying
say
on
that.
my weakness,
Mm-hmm.
my separation from those that care about me and love me and want the best for me. So I shall come with you for now.
Matches.
Okay.
I will rebuke
There-
him.
I say matches. There is ground forces which need a good leader, correct?
Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
all
Those-
ground forces need a good leader, Toox, of course. We can always use her in our army.
Yeah.
How,
That's
how
kind of-
awesome! How good would it feel being the trained general that you are now? How good would it feel to lead the dwarves to a victory somewhere? Because I
They-
think you have that in you.
Yeah. To show them the leader that you are and will be.
It is true, my grandfather was a warrior general before me.
As is your mother, as we found.
Yes.
Maybe not nearly as accomplished as your grandfather, but accomplished enough.
They're going to eclipse both of them. That much is clear. So let's
Mhm.
just go so that you can do this thing, lead your people, and be the most accomplished dwarven leader of your peoples. Because clearly that's what you will
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Let's just go now.
Yes, I've been looking at this situation for quite some time, and I think one thing actually makes sense. I think that you are the key. I think that you are the key to the success. I think we need you. Yes, I'm quite certain of it. I don't know how it skipped my mind before. But yes, you are on the wrong side. You are destined for greatness.
That is exactly what Millar told me, too.
Yes, but I'm telling you the truth.
Perhaps who knows what side of greatness I would fall on. I've seen that side. It's bloody and dark.
Oh, let me tell you.
She pushes a chair back, stands up. And for the first time, you can see what she's wearing. She's wearing a full plate battlefield armor. It is black with crimson underlining under each plate rib. There is a crimson paw print on the chest. She has a cloak that she picks up off the bench, tosses over her shoulder, lets it drape over the paw print. Says, well, suppose we should get going then, before he calls me forth and I don't answer.
Matches. Can you replace a paw print with a raven?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Can you replace the paw print with a raven on her armor for her alliance?
Oh, of course, of course.
Would that be okay? Print, whatever your name is.
Let us go see the Raven Queen. See if
Sure.
she will.
Okay.
If she will see me.
Okay.
All right. Out the tavern, out through the city of the undead.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Nope. Just nope.
And if she ever wanted to try to do an insight check, Matches was actually telling her what he believed to be the truth. And I can explain it to you later outside of games you want to, but
No, I think I know where you're coming from with it. I know where you're coming from with it.
I'm like, this is it. This is our weapon.
Yeah.
This is our ultimate weapon. Not right now. but
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
this is our
Player,
ultimate
yeah,
weapon.
player, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get where you're coming from. Absolutely.
With an ultimate weapon, which is in storage, possibly.
Yes.
Where did y'all ever come up with some harebrained idea of an ultimate weapon in storage? What?
Well, a weapon in storage.
I don't know
That
what
was
we're talking about here. There's no talk going on here. This is not. This is.
That's metagaming. You're metagaming. No.
No, there's no metagaming going on here. Carry on, Billy. Where are we going now?
Yeah.
To see the Raven Queen, I guess, right?
Yep.
Cool.
I use my ability to shadow walk, so I'm hoping she can do the same.
She can.
Basically.
You get out of
I
the
want
city.
Her hand.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Sorry, y'all. Ugh,
Think of
excuse
them
me.
those dwarven goblin kids become.
That's terrible. That's horrifying.
Dwarven goblin demigod kids of ultimate power.
I just roll my eyes and start walking.
Yep. As y'all walk out of the city past the shambling corpses coming and going from their daily whatever the dead do on a daily basis.
They have jobs.
Yeah. Somebody's got to keep the skulls aligned in this place.
They use brains. Somebody's got to run the brain depository.
Yeah. All right. And she says, well, if we're ready, I'll take us to her.
Okay.
Let's go.
You all hold out your hands, and she steps into a shadow and out of a shadow, and there you are at the outside of the Raven Queen's palace. In a moment, you're there.
Okay.
The Raven Queen, her flock of ravens is, swarming around the top of the castle. What? I'm not even going. This is why I can't read the chat. This is why I can't read the chat.
I don't know.
You see the Raven Queen coming out of the palace. The doors open, the gates open. She strides out to meet you. So, I take it she's made a choice.
I look at the princess and go, you wanted to talk.
Yes, I know you may be disappointed in the choices that I've made to this point, but I hope that you understand I had to see what it was like on that side. To fully make an informed choice, one must experience both sides of information. I've experienced that. I know what it is now. I'm ready to experience this and fully know what it is. If you'll have me back, I would be happy to walk in the way of the Raven. At least, see how things go. The Raven Queen nods. She, thanks the princess. Tells her, I knew you would choose the right way. You are destined for greatness. I'm sure you've heard that by now. A single black raven feather falls from the sky, lands at the feet of the princess. The Raven Queen reaches down and picks it up, hands it to the princess, and says, this will help. Take it. Be on your way. And may you all be protected from Malar and his wrath. This will come as quite the shock to him, and he will not be happy with this. He will lash out. He will come for you. But
we know.
I'm sure that you will all do quite well against him. Toox, thank you. Remember your gift.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good day. She turns. Yes? Did you have something, Matches, that you wanted to ask the Raven Queen?
Bye-bye now.
Oh, you're just saying bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Mhm.
All right. She turns and strolls back towards the castle. The ravens, obviously, are filling the sky here.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of left you on your way, on your own, to leave the Shadowfell.
Try to walk back the way we've gone before. I know me and Matches have been here before when we brought her here.
I hope you know how to get us home.
Yes.
Vale, you look like you need a coffee.
I need something. I need to get out of here. This place.
Do you need a foot rub?
No,
We'll
I
find
don't
someone to
need a
give you
foot
a
rub.
foot
I need to get out of here. This place is depressing. Get me out of this place.
What are you talking about? It's beautiful here. But fine. Yes, let's go. I'm ready to
Yeah.
go.
Walk with the queen up the way when I originally brought her in.
Yeah, you go back the way you know, right?
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't take us back to the original entry, though.
Will you go to...
Which was the destroyed Dwarven place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get there, and that doorway has been closed.
Guess we should have asked her to help us get out of here.
I look at the princess and go, can you walk among the shadows back to the material?
I've done a lot of walking today. Can't. Not now. Need to rest.
Yeah, the same.
But I dare not sleep in this forsaken place.
No. No.
Okay.
Do you know the way
I don't know
out
if
or
this
not,
will work.
Toox?
I start drawing a circle on the ground. I don't know if I can teleport from one realm to a plane to another plane. Is that possible?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm. Not typically.
Excuse me, Raven Queen. Hello?
Can we go home, please?
Yes, I think we might have overlooked a small
Oh.
detail.
I mean, she told me to use my newly given ability. I'm going to try it again, just for SOSs. Maybe she renewed it for the day. Or maybe timelines are different, and it is the new day.
Yep, that's what I thought. You would have to have plane shift.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yep.
Yes, again, a little help.
Yeah.
We overlooked one small detail. It'll be all right. Just and we'll save the world.
I love it.
Point us in the right direction, please.
Yeah. I gotta hold the sword and go. So how do we go back so we can get you what you want to the sword? You know there's many on that plane. We need to go back.
Yes. Perhaps we'll find a way. You, let's see. Actually, what? Open sesame window. Kind of curious about something real quick. Let me look at something. Well, y'all are kind of wandering through the Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, why does your character sheet look so weird? That I forgot it's imported in from D&D Beyond.
No, that sheet, I actually manually transferred everything to D&D Beyond from it.
Oh, okay. There it goes. It finally finished loading.
Oh.
Don't you have...
Mm-mm.
I guess you don't.
Yeah, I've never had a premier.
Why don't we just walk back to Raven
Interesting.
Queen's room and say,
Yeah, if you go back to the castle, she'll come back out and greet you.
Mhm.
and like, you have to excuse us. We seem to can't figure out how to get back.
Where the door is.
Could you
today.
give us a hand with that? And because we'd like to get to saving the world as soon as possible.
Right. And she opens her robes and feathers kind of explode like that of a raven. She reaches in and hands you a literal skeletal hand.
All right, what do I do with it?
It will show you the way.
Fascinating.
All right, and I'll hold it out. Show us the way, hand.
And the index finger extends and it points in a direction.
Oh,
This way, gang.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Thank
go.
you, Raven Queen. It was
Thank
a
you,
lovely
thank you.
visit. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
undoubtedly.
I mean,
All right. You walk for hours. Hours. What feels like an entirety of the day. Following where this finger points all along.
I think this thing's broken.
Eventually,
What it's
maybe the
supposed
one
to
which plays with the undead should be playing with the undead hand.
She gave it to me, Toox. Are you jealous?
do. Yes. Yes. He is.
Fine.
I
it looks like a
would
good back.
If you would like the
looks like a
hand,
good back scratcher.
you can have it if you need it. I mean,
Can we try it on Vale to see how it scratches his back?
take the wheel, Billy.
you eventually, yes, thank you. You eventually get to what appears to be a graveyard. It's kind of odd that there would be a graveyard in this place, but you've also heard the stories that the Shadowfell kind of mirrors places on the Primaterial plane. So this may be an area like that. The rusty iron gates are all hung low, but as you walk in, the crypts are open, but there's a large vault on the highest hill in the graveyard.
And the finger says go that way.
Yep.
Then that's the way we go. Always trust the finger.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, always trust the finger. As you get closer and closer, the opening to this vault, there's no door on it. It's just complete blackness inside, very similar to that you saw in the swamp.
I think we found the right place.
Yes. Excellent work, finger.
Yeah, as long as doors and vaults don't go to other doors and vaults.
Well, your patron said that the finger would show us the way, so this is the way we go, right? Have
Right.
faith in your
She
patron.
does have a sense of humor, so
Once we get out of here, we can get back to the ship. It's fine.
yeah.
Just
Yes.
get me out of this place.
I'll step through.
God, for sake
Come,
of
Vale, let us go. Step
Yep.
through it.
And I will too.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You all step through into this vault, this tomb, if you will. The hand stays behind. It does not follow with you.
I wanted that.
Darn it.
And you
I
find
had
yourself
plans for that finger.
in this graveyard that you just stepped out of, but the sun is rising. There are mountains all around you. You're kind of in a very arid place. Sandy dirt beneath your feet. And you look around and you are in the valley between just a ton of mountains.
Does this place look familiar?
Not at all.
Well,
Or
Fantastic. Where are we?
You'll see the map.
yeah. Of course. That makes sense.
You're at the
Where is
Dread Tome of Necromancy. Necromancy.
Oh.
Where is this?
About as far east on the map as you can get.
and
Oh,
down
okay.
towards in the mountains.
Oh, yeah. Way over there.
well, I guess next time we should specify where we'd like to go.
I can get us back to the ship real quick. Are we going back to the ship? Do I feel any different now that I'm out of the Shadowfell?
No. You still feel kind of apathetic.
As long as when we get there, you cheer up, Vale.
I certainly would love to.
Well,
Seem-
you know,
We'll
Think
pull some
positive.
ale down your throat.
Rather
positive.
depressed.
I don't know what it was. That place just.
Yeah, it's a little.
depressing.
Mm-hmm.
Intense. I would agree with that statement. It
Yeah.
was
Do
beautiful.
we want to go back to the ship? I want to go back to the ship.
Yes,
They'll
let's
take us
go back to the ship.
sir.
The shipper to the town. I mean,
I mean, we
the
gotta
ship's
get
still
back
sitting
to-
waiting.
The ship's still there waiting for us. We got to get back to the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, everybody, gather around.
Alright.
Hold
Princess?
hands again.
Hold your stomach, princess. Sometimes it can be a little wild.
And I pull out the scroll and I say the things, and poof, away we go. We're back on the deck of the ship.
Yep.
If it's any consolation, Vale, you sure have soft hands.
Well, they're mostly fur, so
I know.
He does have rather soft fur.
I condition.
I want to touch it.
Can I pet your head?
Can I touch it?
Whatever, I don't care.
You're back on the ship. The princess is there with you.
Wheel.
Back on the ship. The princess is there with you. And what are you going to head back to Fort Brata?
Sure, we know what to do now, I think.
Mhm.
Princess, where do you like we have a place that we can go. Is there any place that you feel like you need to go first?
No, I think if I am to lead an army, I should meet the army I am to lead.
Absolutely.
Take me to my
Fair
soldiers.
Fair enough.
Someone
Yeah,
better,
You were saying you knew where?
Bill, you better send a message ahead saying you
Malar?
need to gather her an army.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said you know where Malar and his associates were holding up.
Yeah, they're in Casto.
Well,
Not Malar himself. He's not there, obviously, but
okay.
he will come. It's a good way to get him to come, actually. If you are true in defeating him, taking me away from him, that should definitely speed things up.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Admiral, if you'd be so kind, Fort Brata, please.
Neris, Fort Brata, if you will, sir.
Aye, Admiral. And he starts shouting orders out to the crew. The ship begins to take off and fly back towards Fort Brata. The sun rising, dawning a new day. You all are very tired.
Oh, so tired. But in the meantime, while I'm tired, I nudge Matches and I say, that Neris, he's been there the whole time. He's always never failed us. He really should get a promotion.
Promotion to what? Master helmsman?
Captain? It's still below Admiral.
First mate.
That's fine, Vale.
And to give him a new title. As long as you don't give him a pay raise, then that's fine. Then everybody's gonna want a raise.
He probably doesn't even care about the money.
Honestly, I don't even know why he's still with us.
He-
Who has that fucking sword anyway?
Who has what sword? Oh, Brata's sword.
The sword
he
that
does.
controls the. Oh, he's
He
in
does.
control of himself. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's called free will. Like
Well,
what we were
that's a
just talking-
friggin' promotion right there in itself.
Like you're teaching the princess.
He's boss of himself now. Fine, we'll make him a hat, a captain's hat.
Oh, we don't have to give him a... Okay, we'll
Doesn't
give him
need
a...
a
He's
hat.
getting a hat.
We'll give him a hat.
He's getting a
Okay,
hat.
then give him a hat.
Everybody
I
gets
just
a hat.
know if you're gonna give him a raise,
You
you
get
better
a
give
hat.
me
You
a
get a
bigger
hat.
raise.
You get a hat.
I don't want a hat. I want a raise, and I want it to be bigger than Neris's raise.
1 gold piece, 2 gold piece.
You see what you started, Vale?
All I said was give him a promotion.
So he's
I
not
didn't-
really getting a raise. He's just getting a promotion.
He's just
He's
getting,
getting a
fancy
new title. He's getting
Yeah.
a new title with extra responsibilities for no additional pay.
And so, Amaranthe, you are now Lieutenant Commander Amaranthe. How's that?
Ugh, whatever. I don't need a title. I just want money.
So
We
she can have a
actually
bigger
pay you?
army.
You people actually get paid?
I'm
When we
Spoils.
when we actually complete missions and people pay us.
I don't know about you guys, but I've got steady income.
Oh.
Take-
Y'all, this is what happens. No, y'all are on the ship flying back. This is y'all's show, man. This is y'all's show. I'm just along for the ride. I make the world, and y'all make it happen. So it's the joys
Make
of
the
it.
world and we wreck it.
Bunch of Wreck-It Ralphs.
Yeah.
On the trip, I'm going to send a message to Marshall and say, "Hey, Marshall, just checking in. Where are you? I thought you made it out of Karn Gothar. Are you with Will?"
With Will, floating in the ocean. Don't know where is safe.
Fort Brata.
Like, can I make a roll with my Smith's tools? I want to make a little medal and captain's insignia for Neris.
Yes, absolutely. I'll allow it.
Once things have settled down, I can kind of walk over to Vale.
Oh, look at that!
And look at him and go,
Yeah.
do you think she's the one to wield the hammer?
Not now.
I think she could be.
Yes, when the time comes, you definitely don't want to give it to her now.
Right. We don't want her to turn.
And just remember, once we give it to her, we'll have to take it away.
Well, yeah,
We might have to take it away.
it depends. There is a issue there, though, if I remember right. The hammer don't like magic.
Exactly.
Which is why I had to do it, remember?
She's a warlock now.
That's a fair assessment. Anyway,
Right.
Interesting developments. So did you send a message back to Agot to Fort Brata to assemble an army?
yes. Yeah, I would have sent that message to probably to Brother Tom saying have a new ally in need of forces to lead, assemble a battalion or whatever they're called.
Yeah. As many dwarves in that.
Doesn't even have to be dwarves, but
Right.
dwarves are good.
Serbians.
All right. Yeah. You guys fly in. You're coming in, and you see Brother Tom has them all assembled out in the shipyard. There's quite a bit of people here, actually, far more than you expected. There's about
Before we get off the ship, does she still have the claw on her cloak?
or it was on the breastplate.
But she still has it.
And yeah, unless Matches has done anything to get rid of that.
I'm going to say before we get off this ship, it's probably a good idea that comes off.
24.
There you go. Rolling when it matters. She's like, oh, yes, that's fine.
No, that's a 24. That ain't just fine.
That's a 24.
It's 24. What level are you?
It's a 16
It's only
plus
like
8.
it's only like twice your level. It's not that impressive.
Oh, it's absolutely impressive. Because most people
mean-
are 0 level humans.
I mean, you do have a +8, so
You're right.
it's not even a nat.
It wasn't even a natural 20.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty.
Dirty
A
20.
24 is a 24. That shit looks fine. It's got gold on it and everything.
Nice. Yep. And as you fly in, you see there's probably 300.
If you look at a microscope underneath it, it's got my face and some of the filigree.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Nice. Nice. Doing the Buddy Christ thing. Nice. Cool. Yeah, you get a new you get the Ravens emblem on there. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh, long day. Just about the time that you're making the pass, you see there's probably 300 soldiers marshaled up in the shipyard. She stands at the rail, that black and crimson cloak fluttering behind her in the breeze. She looks very impressive for being young, and the last time that you saw her, dropping her off at the Raven Queen, basically a fragile dwarf who was lost and didn't know where she was going. Now she's quite the accomplished warrior standing there. Reminds you a little bit of seeing Brata, actually.
Yeah, y'all see that insignia on that chest too. Huh? You know, didn't it?
Yeah.
I forgot. I forgot. I get double proficiency bonus on my tool rolls, so it was like a 28.
Oh, that makes it a little more impressive. Just a little bit.
That's a little bit more impressive.
You motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I said motherfucker.
It's like 5 times you said it tonight.
You
It's
assholes.
fine.
You're
It's
slacking.
fine.
You're slacking tonight, man.
We know who you're killing the puppies and kittens tonight.
All right. The ship comes in and lands. You all disembark the ship, and she kind of does her little inspection of the troops, kind of walks around, looks. Yeah, this will do well. When do we leave? They're basking in their win right now. We strike while they are weak. We strike while they are drunk.
I think Casto is our next trip. I think Casto's the next place we had to go. One thing that we weren't sure of is who was going to help us lead this battle. I think we figured that out.
Oh, I will do more than help you lead it. I will win it.
Of course you will. I have no doubt.
Are all these ships ready to fly?
They better be. We had a chat about that yesterday.
Yeah. Bring forth the jimmies.
What? Jim, what is...
That's what he
Why
named
do you
his
want?
new
Why
underlings.
do you want sprinkles?
I didn't know if anyone would catch on if I said that, but I guess
I live in New England. I know.
I got you. I was gonna make that joke, but I'm like, nobody's gonna get that. No one ever gets that.
Somebody got it. Are you proud?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Proud.
Fantastic.
I had jimmies on my cookies earlier.
So, while they're doing all of this, I'm actually going to wander off, and I'm going to go off to a side of this, fort that's not well populated. And I'm going to pull out the Demonomicon, and I'm going to yell, "Clarissa! Clarissa! I have something you might want."
You about to sell us out?
Hmm. I think this is a really good place to kind of call it, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
I do.
really good place to call it because, well, I won't go into any more on the stream.
Yeah, don't-
Leave the suspense there for everyone. This is a very good place to call it. Just know that this is getting good, y'all. I'm excited. Y'all have made choices that I wrote in the order that I wrote them, and this is really coming together for me. It's great. I'm loving the way this is playing out this season.
Outstanding.
But we read the script.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You had to advance the script to get us to the Shadowfell.
I just had to move it to one. It was actually only like 2 episodes further down the line that I just had to bump it up, so it wasn't a big deal. That was the only one so far that's been a little out of order, but I'm super happy with it. I hope y'all are happy with it too. Back out there in YouTube land, hope y'all are enjoying the show and enjoying what we are putting on for you here. We had a peak watchers of about 8 people tonight. I thought that was pretty awesome for our show. We're down to 4 now. 7 likes. That means everybody who is watching the show probably liked the show. So if you have not done that and you're watching now as we're wrapping up, go ahead and hit that like button. Maybe you're watching a recorded version of this show. Go ahead and hit the like button there too. Share it with your friends, and
It's pretty all right.
it's pretty all right. This was a pretty fun one.
Pretty
All right.
What'd y'all think of this one?
It was pretty all right.
Mhm.
Pretty all right.
It was great.
It's good.
It was a 24.
Okay.
Oh, I thought this one had some pretty good stuff in it.
Mhm.
Definitely wasn't a natural one.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a natural one. Absolutely. Yes, as Diamond says in the chat, curse you players, you always start with the last step. Now, go ahead and if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and scroll down to the description down below. Click the Patreon, join our Patreon, help us grow, help support the channel, just like Lord Thorin, Nathan, Aaron, and Two Wolf Design. Thanks so much. And also, you can hang out with us and talk to us. Tell us what you like about the show, what you want to see more of about the show. Find out why Matches is eating a Klondike bar tonight. All that good stuff in the Discord, join the Discord. Link is down in the description below as well. Shoot. Thanks so much, players. Y'all did an amazing job tonight, as always. I love running games with y'all. Y'all are great.
Well, thank you, Dungeon Master. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. You're very welcome.
It's always a pleasure, and I nub you.
No, I nub you too.
With Jimmy's on top.
With Jimmy's on top. Right on. Hey, don't forget also, we've got a tie in our community poll right now over on our community tab for what you would like us to play for the holiday special USA Thanksgiving themed one shot. Right now it's tied between Call of Cthulhu and Weird, with Delta Green and Dungeons and Dragons pulling up a close second. They're tied for second place. So nobody wants us to play Jinkies though. I don't understand. I love Jinkies, powered by the apocalypse. Anyway, I'm out of here. Yeah, I still have that clip. We're gonna use it again, I promise. Maybe we could do a Christmas Jinkies, like a Scrooge themed Jinkies. That might be fun for Christmas, or I'm sorry, for holiday season. I was trying to do the Nakatomi Trailer Park 2, but I got a big no on that. Nobody wants a sequel for that one. So
no, that was terrible.
I mean,
it was
great.
Fun.
If you look at the hierarchy of Die Hard movies, Die Hard was a great movie. Die Hard 2, not a great movie.
I guess you have a point, but then
maybe this one makes it better.
Maybe,
because I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but it sounds fun.
Oh, it was a blast.
Oh yeah, you didn't play Nakatomi.
You should go back and just watch the intro for the night before Christmas poem that Rick read for us. It was pretty great.
It was good stuff.
How many kittens died?
A lot.
Lots.
A lot. A lot of kittens.
In the filth when it's Christmas time. Shit.
I mean, Black Friday.
Anyway, thanks so much for joining us tonight, y'all. We really appreciate everybody hanging out with us, chatting with us, and all. Until next time, we're the United Adventure Company. This is Welcome Home, our homebrew campaign. Until next time, we love you all to pieces. Love you. But hey, stay out of our dungeons. Good night, everybody.
Gang signs. Throwing gang signs.